Ayo, what is up, guys? It's finally happening. Last chapter of Crystalline. Thank you so much for all your support and coming along on this journey with us. Please submit all bug reports. All right. Wait, what's going on? Oh, I had to click. Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha. All right. How's it sound? Is this too loud? It might be. Okay, let me just lower it like this. All right. Okay. Sorry. This should be good. It should be good. All right. Woohoo. Wait, did it do anything? No? Oh, okay. Wait, is there music? No. What? What? Okay. Alright. Oh, wow. Pixel. I am Taco. Okay, well, yeah. Um, hmm. Friendly? How about friendly? So wait, taco friendly. They're gonna call me taco friendly. Wait, I messed up already. No. Okay, wait. Oh man, this is already rough. What should my last name be? Okay, how about the legend, you know? Like if I make my last name the legend, they're gonna call me Taco the Legend, right? And then people that don't know me very well, they're not gonna use my first name, so they're gonna call me the Legend or Legend, Taco Legend. No, no, wait. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Legend. There you go. The Legendary, Taco the Legendary. It's the Legend or the Legendary. Yeah, the Legend. All right. Oh wow, yeah, from Ace Academy. Nice. Okay, the library is far more quiet than I would have expected at this time of night. The only sound is the gentle hum of the air conditioner. Well, that was too close. I blinked my eyes wide open. Then I stifle a yawn as I stretch to wake myself up. Wait, what was too close? Oh, me sleeping. Okay. Focus. Finals are just around the corner, so I can't afford to slack off. Glancing around me, I notice that I'm the only person left in the study cubicles. It is getting pretty late. I'll go back to the dorms as soon as I finish this last chapter. I flipped through the book. Woo. Only a few more pages to go. I can do this. Taco, Sivian, what's up? You're here early. Jeez. Hi. Where did the A go? What A? Wait, the A? Oh, Taco. Okay, okay, I got you. It was sent too quickly. Semi resolve. I refocus on my textbook. The words on the book blur together as my eyelids grow heavy. I fight to keep my eyes open, but my lids continue to droop. I'll just rest them for a second. Something jerks me awake and my eyes blink open. A bright light illuminates the room, blinding me until all I can see is a stark whiteness. I throw my arm over my eyes to shield it from the light. After a few seconds pass, the light seems to dim, but it doesn't feel like the same fluorescent glow of the library bulbs. Carefully, I unwind and bring my arm down, squinting at a pale blue sky. A mild breeze tussles, toozles? What is this? Whatever. My hair. I'm not really talking perfectly on time to criticize you and mock you. Are you gonna mock and criticize my every choice? Apparently they matter though, in the relationship I have with the blonde girl, from what I read. Blades of grass tickle my neck as they wave in the wind. Where am I? I'm about to push myself up off the ground when something pops into view. A round blue blob with two dark eyes blinks at me. Alright, this is Pongo. Toe cells? Toe cells. Okay, basically missing that. Okay. Toe cells? Toe cells. Okay. It bobs slightly like pudding. When it notices my stare, it opens its small mouth and takes a dainty bite of my nose. The creature's bite doesn't sting, but feels like a cool splash of water. Before it can take another, I scramble to my feet. The creature tumbles off of my head and falls to the ground. Once it lands, it shakes itself off with a gelatinous tremble, clearly unfazed. Okay. Poi. Hops onto my foot and opens its mouth again, but I quickly shake it off. It rolls off my foot and into the dirt, then rights itself again. Wait, so it's trying to... Okay. Pats and continues to watch me, but doesn't attempt another bite. What is that thing? Yeah, so where am I? I was in the library. It's pronounced like tonsils, but without the end and with an A instead of an I, so... Tossils. Tonsils? Tossils. Tossils? Tossils. Tonsils, tossils. How about that? Did I get it right? Tossils? Tossils. Okay. It cocks its head as if wondering the same about me. That's unsettling. I take in the scattering of trees around me. Their tall branches kiss the sky. There's a winding dirt trail which weaves through the trees. As I follow it with my gaze, I see smoke billowing out of thatched? There you go. Yeah, I have another one though. Thatched? Is that how I say it? Thatched? Roofs of a village in the far distance. Where am I? The last thing I remember is studying at the library. That's it! I must have fallen asleep and I am now dreaming. Okay. I glance down at the blue creature. What? My response leaps up. Whoa! I scramble away from it and it lands back on the ground with a soft thud. That thing can jump pretty high. I need to be careful. Ooh. I pronounced it correctly, so it's thatched? Thatched? Alright. What's your deal? It leaps again and I again retreat. Stop that! I dodge as it jumps, then I begin to run. To my surprise, the blob keeps pace with a series of nimble bounces. So the blob is as fast as me? Wow. If you need any word help, just ask me. Alright, cool. Seriously, stay back. It musters up one long leap, and I turn around the corner of a sturdy tree to avoid it. I don't notice the other person until too late. Oof. Is this a blonde chick? Taco the legend? Yeah. So you just missed it. But it asked me my name, so I put Taco. And then they asked me for my last name, and I was like, I didn't think this through, so... Yeah, I chose the legend, so they would call me Taco the Legend. And then if they're not close enough with me, they'll call me the Legend. So yeah. Yep. We painfully collide and I lose my balance before toppling over. Oh, it is the blonde chick. So wait, who's this voice actress? I think it's a singer, right? Amelie, right? I'm not sure. Fortunately, my hands catch myself protecting my fall. When I open my eyes, I see a woman. A blonde chick. Her eyes are scrunched shut and her mouth is twisted in a grimace? Grimace? Grimace, probably. Grimace? There are so many A's! Like, I know what it is, but yeah, grimace, whatever. Her long blonde hair is splayed out around her. As she lets out a small groan, she blinks open her eyes and fixes her gaze on me. Oh, hello. The dream becomes so much. I mean, my first reaction would be my bad. Taco, you should have named yourself Taco the Disappointment. No, can you imagine this? Like, I go up to people and they've heard of me and they're like, oh, it's the Disappointment. Wow, that'd be really, really sad. As I meet her gaze, my face flushes and I push myself to my feet. I'm so sorry, are you hurt? I extend a hand, she hesitantly accepts it, and I help her up. Alright, we're good.
Just a little sore.
Alright.
Otherwise, I'm fine. Are you hurt?
Alright, so first things first, right? I saw some clips of this. Like, it's very fitting, Taco. No, it's not. But I saw the dev of this game show where they were going with the game. So I have seen some insane jiggle physics. I don't know if they fixed it, patched it, whatever. It was a long time ago, but... No, I'm fine. I'm sorry again. I should have paid more attention to where I was going.
It's partially my fault.
Jesus.
I was distracted.
Jesus. Yeah, it's still here. Alright. The creature's right by my foot again. Are you serious? You're still here? The woman looks surprised.
Pongo!
A Pongo? I thought it was Pongo. Pongo? Jeez, all that Pokemon last night is making me see things. Yes, the Pokemon.
Poke a man?
Yep, Pokemon. Fine then, you should have named yourself Taco the Failure. No.
What?
I will be a legend. It was Pongo. For some reason I thought it was Pongo. The Pongo bobs up and down by my foot and nudges me with its head.
Aw, he's a cute one.
Yes. He?
Yeah, you can tell by the shape of his eyes.
Oh.
I think he wants you to hold him.
No. It's trying to eat me. And it did bite me. I doubt that's what he wants. He tried to eat me earlier.
Oh, don't be silly. He's harmless.
Yo, it's a slime and it's following me. And it's running as fast as me. Like, what the heck? The woman leans down and reaches for the Pongo, but he hops away from her.
You'll probably like
wrecked.
this hand better.
Hug it. No. No, it's gonna eat my nose again. She extends her other hand and offers the Pongo her gauntlet. Oh, I see. He stares at it before turning away and hiding his face behind my leg. Oh.
Boy.
Wow, rejected. Ha!
A Pongo who refuses magic energy?
How dare you talk? It's adorable. How could you? But it tried to eat my nose!
Are you a mage?
I mean... yeah. I'm a student, yep.
Of magic?
Huh? No, a full-time post-secondary student. She seems confused.
Keep saying such strange things.
Whoa! Okay, she holds up her gauntlet and a faint pale light glows. It pulses rhythmically. As she holds it closer to me, it quickens until the pulses almost look like one long pulse. She blinks in surprise. Okay.
Wait, this heightened energy activity, it's you?
So I'm energetic? Two are cringe and one is pitiful? Yeah. She analyzes the magic swirly thing on her gauntlet.
I don't see a discharger on you.
The flips of the discharger.
How is it possible for you to have such a high magical energy reading? Are you carrying crystals?
Is this a sting operation? No, what? Not that I know of, yeah. She looks me over again.
Never mind. It doesn't look like you're carrying crystals. Or anything for that matter.
I don't know what's going on right now. I was in the library studying for finals and somehow I woke up here.
So, are you from the Mage Academy?
I don't... Okay, I think I've dozed off long enough. Time to wake up now. She blinks in
You
confusion.
are awake.
No, this is a dream. She
I can assure
frowns.
you this is not a dream.
Oh god, okay. Yeah, yep, time for the pinch test. Could this actually be real? She definitely seems real, and that fall certainly hurt. Ooh, wow. What are these words? Surreptitiously? What does that mean? Pinch myself and try to hide my wins. So it did hurt. I mean, okay, sure. Maybe she's right. Everything here feels too real, even for a dream. I nod. So if this place isn't a dream, then where are we?
We're in Meadow Hill.
Yep, gonna have to be a little more precise here. Meadow Hill? Where's that?
It's a part of the Kingdom of Havengard, of course.
Oh yeah, of course. Yep. Haven Guard? She looks at me like I'm crazy.
It's the largest of the three kingdoms.
Three
Actually,
kingdoms?
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from New York.
New York?
Yep. Yeah, you know, part of the USA.
USA. USA?
Yeah, USA. No, the United States of America.
The United States of what?
Of America.
Never mind that for now.
Okay.
You don't have any crystals, and you don't have a discharger. Have you casted recently?
I shake my head.
Then the amount of energy reading doesn't add up.
She rests her chin in her hand as she thinks. A shiver runs through me as reality begins to set in. This really isn't a dream. Any ideas? Surreptitiously? Yeah. What does that mean, though? She shakes her head. Oh.
Maybe the Mage Academy can provide answers.
Yo, I like this thing on the hair, though. Like, when she moves her head like this and then the hair goes like this. This is cool. I'm not sure about the jiggles right here, but... Mage Academy, that's a start. Sounds good to me. How do I get there?
Oh, it's in the center of Illumia.
Okay, gonna have to be a little more precise here. Where?
Illumia. You follow the path going north until you arrive at the crossroads. Then you head...
Her voice trails off if she notices my expression.
I'm actually heading back there now. You can come along.
Hey! As I contemplate her offer, I look her over again. Can I trust her? Her posture is naturally straight and gives her an air of authority. She did mention she was out here on some sort of official investigation. Plus, she seems friendly enough. Besides, if I don't go with her, then I'll be wandering around on my own. The chances of me finding this Mage Academy alone without running into any unsavory people are not promising. I can't risk that. I need to find a way back home. I nod. Okay. Thanks. I'm Taco the Legend, by the way. Yep. Yeah. That is what I tell her. I'm Taco the Legend, by the way.
I'm Leanna. Leanna Dawn.
Nice to meet you. I hold out my hand for her to shake, but she just stares at it. After keeping my hand out for a few seconds, I begin to feel awkward. Her expression changes to curiosity as she gingerly takes my hand. Gingerly? I grin broadly as I shake her hand firmly. She's a bit startled, but when our gaze meets, she matches my smile.
It's nice to meet you too.
I look at her questioningly as she continues to shake my hand. She slips her hand away and blushes.
Shall we get going then?
Ready when you are. What about Pongo? Leanna nods and brings us back onto the path. Then she walks in the direction of the village. The Pongo follows us, staying a step behind. Alright. We traveled for quite some time together. Whoa. It's been pretty silent. I wonder if I should say something. Definitely not this one. Not this one. I couldn't care less about the Pongo. It's cute, alright, but more like Taco the Pitiful. It's basically the equivalent of secretly. I see. Gotcha. Thank you. I mean, she said investigation, so how about this? Without seeming too suspicious, I try to get a better look at her gauntlet. What was that thing she was doing with it earlier? Ask about the Pongo? No, flip the Pongo! Liana notices me staring and shifts uncomfortably.
Are you okay?
From what I can tell, the Pongo is attracted to magic. Yeah, I was just curious about your
Oh,
gauntlet.
my manipulator?
Yeah, sure.
All mages have a manipulator.
So she's a
It's how we
mage.
use energy to interact with the elements around us.
Okay. Wait, you mean you can cast
I
spells?
suppose that's one way to phrase it.
Whoa, can you show me something cool?
Like what?
Oh boy. Anything really. I don't know, do anything. Liana pauses while she thinks, and her face brightens. She lifts up her gauntlet and points towards the Pongo. He levitates in the air, much to the Pongo's surprise. What? As he hovers in the air, he looks in awe around him and opens his mouth, trying to eat the air. I told you he was trying to eat stuff. Liana giggles and gently places him back down. That was sweet! Whoa, that was amazing! Liana smiles shyly as she brushes a stray lock of hair behind her ear.
It was
Her
nothing.
ear, oops, sorry. What else can you do?
There's a lot more my manipulator can do, but I think it's best if I conserve the energy for now.
I nod, that makes sense. Alright, here's the Pongo. I glance behind us again. Just as expected, the Pongo hops along. So the Pongo's still following us. Liana glances back and grins.
That's not too surprising.
What? How come? Why not?
Pongos are attracted to magical energy. That's why it was so strange that it showed no interest in my
Yeah.
manipulator.
So why is it... It's still following us though.
It's following you.
What?
My readings showed you're full of magical energy. As far as the Pongo is concerned, you're a buffet.
Oh. So he's gonna eat me. Huh. As I think over what Liana said, I look at the Pongo one more time. This time he looks right back at me and his eyes crinkle as he splits into a huge grin. It's trying to eat the magic energy? Yeah, and I'm magic energy, so it's trying to eat me. He leaps up into the air and reaches the height of my waist. Whoa! He jumps high again. Liana
I
giggles.
think he's tired of hopping.
Fine. I guess it can be kind of hard to keep up when you're so much smaller than us. I hold out my hands and the Pongo hops right into my palm. But he doesn't stop there. Before I can react, he hops onto my shoulder and jumps again to land on top of my head. Alright. I thought he was gonna bite me again. I feel a cool wiggle in my hair. Liana giggles again. What's he doing?
Nothing. He's just so happy.
She reaches out her finger to stroke the Pongo, who chirrups contentedly. Flippin'. Liana's smile broadens. It's so cute. And I can't even see it. Yeah, we just hear it. Then she clears her throat as she tries to take one on a more serious expression. Her steps quicken as she resumes walking. Alright. So not that I'm complaining, but what exactly were you doing out in the field?
The field?
Where you found me?
Oh, there have been rumors of high
Was that
energy
not a
readings
field?
around Meadow Hill, so I was sent to investigate. I had already checked out the surrounding area, and there'd been no clear source for all that excess energy until today.
Wait, could the excess energy be a portal that brought me here? Cause she's talking like the excess energy has been here for a while. And I've only been here for like a couple minutes. When you met me? She nods. I hadn't been in the field for very long before you found me though, yeah.
You might be a byproduct of whatever created the energy spike in the first place.
Yep. What do you think that
I'm
was?
not sure. I haven't seen readings of that level before. The Mage Academy should be able to help explain.
Alright, then let's go. I wonder what it takes to become a mage. No, the energy is probably you. You were just invisible. You think so? So besides magic, what else does the Mage Academy teach?
Oh, all the basics. How to use a manipulator, how to control your energy, the many usages and differences between crystals and spheres.
Yeah, how about, yeah. What exactly is this crystal stuff you keep mentioning?
You mean the difference between crystals and crystal spheres? Well,
Sure.
when we refer to crystals, we mean the raw crystals, whereas crystal spheres are the usable refined state.
Oh, okay. That's helpful, but I meant crystallines in general. She stares at me and narrows her eyes as if trying to judge if I'm serious.
It's the power source for, well, everything.
Shouldn't I just tell her that I'm not from here? Like, I'm from... Well, I guess I already said I was from New York, huh? I look blankly at her.
You don't use crystals where you come from?
No. Okay. Her mouth falls open, and she looks at me in bewilderment. Bewilderment? Yeah, bewilderment. Bewilderment.
With no crystals, what else do you use to power things?
Electricity? Lots of stuff. I count off my fingers. Count off on my fingers. The sun, water, wind, nuclear fission, fossil fuels like coal or oil. My character probably doesn't even understand he's in another world. I mean, you think so? Her eyes widen with each item I list. She's about to speak, but I'm not finished. Geothermal, waves, tidal, hydrogen.
Okay, okay.
She shakes her head incredulously. Incredulously?
I get it. You have your own methods of energy. Many, many methods.
Yep. Liana's eyes sparkles as she falls into a pensive silence. A small smile plays at her lips when she considers what I've said. I might have overwhelmed her a little, but she actually seems interested in all our methods for harnessing energy. I listen for the sounds of wildlife as we continue walking. I can hear the usual song of birds and the faint whoosh of wings flapping in the air. Occasionally, there's a rustle amid the trees, and I even swat at the bugs buzzing around my eyes. It all feels very familiar, reminding me of home. Wait, as in New York? Liana clears her throat.
So, you're from USA?
USA, but yeah.
Which kingdom is that in?
How should I phrase this? In the Kingdom of North America. She frowns and scratches her neck.
I'm a little ashamed to say I'm not familiar with that place. Where is it?
On Earth? Oh my, on Earth, yep.
Earth?
Okay, time to take a different approach. Let me see if I can explain. Alright, tell me, where are we right now?
In Meadow Hill.
And where is that?
In the kingdom of Havengard.
And where is Havengard?
In the land of Asaria.
And what is that a part of?
Terra, of course.
Okay, so Terra is my Earth. She pauses, my words sink in, then she gasps.
Wait, are you not from Terra?
I'm an alien. From what I've heard so far, I'm not. She looks concerned.
How did you get here?
I wish I knew. That's what I'm hoping the Mage Academy can tell me.
Right, but I mean, how did you come to Meadow Hill specifically? Do you remember anything before you were in the field?
I think back, I was studying in a library and I'd been extra tired because that's the same day I have my evening class. And I still remember everything about me and my past. Yeah.
Well, at least we know you don't have amnesia.
Unless I possessed someone that was already in the fields. I nod. I mean, I guess I could check myself if I find a mirror. She's not wearing a bra, or she's wearing a strapless one because there's no way boobs jiggle like that if you wear a bra. I know, right? Jesus Christ. She lapses back into silence, looking thoughtful. I have a lot to think about myself. My head is swimming with everything I've learned so far. Although there are some similarities between Terra and Earth, I've only scratched the surface on all the differences. I really hope the Mage Academy can help explain what is going on, and more importantly, how I can get back home. Yes. The Pongo flips in front of my eyes, and I carefully scoop him back into place on my head. Whoa, what happened there? Did you slip? What does that mean? Is it my imagination, or did that poi poi sound a little sheepish? It's tired? Liana looks over and grins.
You were trying to get a good look at our friend here, weren't
Oh.
you?
The flip. I feel movement on my head and I assume the Pongo nods.
Looks like someone got a little adventurous and lost his footing.
Poi.
I let out a chuckle as Liana giggles. Once the Pongo is secured, we continue walking. Pongo secured. The sun dips in the sky and bathes the tips of the trees in a soft glow. My feet ache in protest with each step I take, and my legs are tight from all the walking. Finally, we come upon the perimeter of the village. Liana grins as she leads me through the gates.
Here we are, Meadow Hill Village.
Nice. Meadow Hill Village. Where's that again? No, it's shy sheepishly means shyly or slightly embarrassingly. Oh, really? You know, I always associated sheepishly with sleeping because of the sheep. Like you count sheeps when you sleep. I don't know why I did that, but I take the time to catch my breath and discreetly rest my burning muscles. Liana hardly seems affected by the long trek. Yeah, I don't want to complain, so I put my arms into a stretch. Phew, that was quite the journey. Liana masks a chuckle.
A journey?
I nod. This time she can't quite hold back her laugh.
Let's continue. We can rest at the inn tonight.
Wait, I don't have money. Uh-oh. As she resumes walking, I ignore my screaming legs and follow her. The village is still bustling with people, even at this time of day. I suppose they're getting in their last errands before nightfall. For the most part, everyone seems to focus on their own tasks. They barely glance at Liana, but when their gazes are drawn to me, they don't look away. What does that mean? I'm pretty? In fact, their steps slow and they crane their necks as we pass. Wait, maybe it's because of the pongo. Now I know how an animal feels at the zoo. Liana overhears my muttering and watches the people around us.
It's your clothes. They're
Oh.
very peculiar.
Oh. What I'm wearing is normal where I'm from. Even though the stares are directed at me, Liana seems equally uncomfortable.
Okay, new plan. Let's stop by the shops before they close. We don't need to draw attention to ourselves.
I don't have money though. I mean, yeah. I instinctively pat my back pocket where I keep my wallet. I doubt they'll accept card here, or dollars. I don't have any money.
That's okay. I'll take care of it.
Thank you, I guess. Thank you, I really appreciate it.
It's understandable given your circumstances.
Yeah. I'm not that educated in vocabulary, but you make me feel smart. I mean, I'm glad I could help with that. I'll pay you back once I can. Liana smiles and nods. Liana changes directions and leads me towards an adjacent street. Adjacent? Whatever. There are rows of quaint shops lining both sides of the road. I read the signs as we walk by. Edward's Apothecary, Blackstone Forge, Dragon Scale Armory. So I can read, at least. Like, yeah, I didn't think about this, but they also use the same, well, they speak English. So. Huh.
What is it?
I was just thinking how convenient it is that everything's in English here. Oh, well, yeah.
English?
I should have expected the question based on how our previous conversations have gone, but I'm still a little taken aback. It's what we're speaking now.
We're speaking common.
Oh boy. Common. What? Nana pauses in front of a shop and peers inside. Satisfied, she motions for me to follow.
Never mind. Come on in. We're here.
Alright, let's see it. I step into the shop and the first thing I notice is the overpoweringly musty smell of leather. It's not surprising considering the walls are lined with different types of leatherware. Is there anything cool here? Oh, those are the crystals. Okay. What is that? Is that a shoe? Probably not, right? Wait, am I supposed to wear one of these? Yeah, I want this hat though. Adjacent basically means next to something. Yep, I knew what it meant, but I didn't know how to pronounce it. Adjacent. I gotcha. A small elderly man emerges from the back. A pair of round glasses sits on his nose as an apron hangs around his neck.
Welcome. Please, take a look around.
His smile falters when he notices me. Liana clears her throat.
We're looking for a new wardrobe for my friend here.
Yes, of course.
Yo, don't say that. The shopkeeper blinks back to reality and resumes his pitch.
Well, you've come to the right place. We tan our hides and stitch the pieces ourselves. You won't find any finer quality than here.
Nana smiles politely and strolls towards the selections. Check out the two seemingly identical leather vests, both of which are marked at different prices. I really can't see a difference between the two. Maybe they boost different stats. Hey, Liana? She turns around. Which one of these will increase my... Oh boy! Taco, have you seen a dongo before, Clanad? Pongos look exactly like that. The flip's a dongo. Oh, before from Clanad. I haven't seen Clanad, so no. I don't know what a dongo is. Sorry. Is this game cool? Of course it's cool, man. Yo, I have to pick something here. What would I want? Not defense, not strength. So... How about intelligence? Yeah, intelligence. Time to educate you on what a pongo looks like? What? But I've seen it. What do you mean? Or do you mean a dongo? She raises an eyebrow and nods, then she picks out a random shirt.
This one does.
Wait, so they do increase stats? Really? Liana giggles. Did she just troll me? I guess I kind of deserved it. Oh, very funny. So none of these raise any stats? Liana gives me a weird look.
Do your clothes where you come from raise stats?
No, I guess not, yeah. Taco can never be intelligent. Rip. Only if you consider cool points to be a stat. She looks just as confused as before. Never mind. She smiles as we continue perusing. One by one, Liana and I pick out my new outfit. Once all the pieces have been chosen, she goes to haggle with the shopkeeper. I tune out of their discussion to watch the people passing by. Their clothing are simple in design, meant to be more functional than aesthetic. To my surprise, everybody walks around armed. This village doesn't seem dangerous, but looks can be deceiving.
Why don't you get changed now? There's a space in the back to give you some privacy.
I nod and take the clothes from her. Once I've ensured privacy, I quickly get changed. Am I gonna see what I look like? Luckily, these clothes have pockets, and I can just transfer everything over. I palm my wallet, deck of cards, and loose change. Next is my phone. Wait, deck of cards? Dude, this shiz looks cool. Like the art? Yeah, it's really nice. I try to turn it on just to see if it'll work, but it doesn't react. The battery must be dead. I get the feeling they don't have wall chargers here. Yeah, they use freaking crystals. Shrugging it off, I slip my phone into my pocket too. When I emerge, Lana gives me a once-over. How do I look? She grins and nods in satisfaction.
Wow, look at you. Just like a native. This look suits you.
Oh, hey, thank you. I match her grin. Thanks.
Let's go find the inn now.
Wait, so I'm not gonna see how I look? Man. Whoa, she just nodded? Yeah, she moves. The character moves. But yeah, they move a little too much on the breasts part, if you ask me. But she heads out of the shop and I follow her. Advanced? I know! And it's all like completely voice acted. So good. Actually, maybe you can stop by the armory? She pauses and looks curiously at me.
Armory? You want to get a weapon?
Whoa, the music stopped. Uh-oh. Her question is careful, cautious. The goal is to blend in, right? It's weird that a person wearing leather armor is traveling unarmed. I look like a hostage or something. Yes,
You
skill
have a
stuff.
point.
Yep.
Plus, it could come in handy.
Am I gonna have to pick what weapon I'm gonna use? Oh, okay. Wait. These are the dongos from Clanad? Real life, the god of food, though. What? Oh, I see ya. Gotcha. Virus, don't click. Too late. Too late, I clicked. I'm infected now. What the heck? Did you guys see that when I came back and went all freaking whoosh? Whoa, what was that? Okay. Why do I not like the sound of that?
Do you know how to use a weapon?
No? Let me see one more time. Jeez, okay. Again, although her voice holds no hostility, I can sense her caution. I practice kendo competitively. She blinks and she doesn't know what kendo is. It's a type of sword fighting where I come from.
I see.
Lana falls silent and she gazes out into the street. After an extended pause, she nods. She doesn't trust me. Real life, their food. Oh, real life, they are food. Okay. Okay. Did you choose intelligent? I mean, I don't. Yeah, I did choose the intelligence choice, but I don't know if it mattered. We head to the forge where rows of blades ranging from long swords to short daggers hang from the walls. Wait, do I have? Oh, I guess I did practice kendo. Whoa, the guns! I want a gun. What the heck? Look at all these cool freaking weapons. Shurikens? Hello? Or is it magic? It might be magic. For guns? Are gun magic? All the blades look fairly plain, but the steel edges glint dangerously amidst the warm glow of the forge. Wait, how does it look plain? Look at this! Unlike the previous shopkeeper, the metalsmith ignores us as he pounds out a red-hot blade. Sparks jump from the clanging metal, reminding me of fireflies. Liana lets me browse the swords. I reach for one that catches my eyes. As I gently remove it from the shelf, I miscalculate its weight and drop it. Oh boy. The steel scratches the ground with a sharp screech. The metalsmith pauses in his work to lower a warning. Liana looks on in shock.
Careful!
Yeah, my bad. I quickly right the sword back up and grip it tightly. Liana now watches me with intrigue.
Is this the first time you've held a sword?
Ah, man! She knows I'm a total noob. Rip. I live, bro! Just a minor miscalculation, I got it. No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest here. Nothing beyond wooden swords. I take a practice swing and fumble the sword. Luckily, I tighten my grip and get it under control. Liana looks uneasy. Whoa, okay. I swing again and the movement flows naturally. There we go. As the sword cuts through the air with a sharp twing, I can't help but admire how smoothly it slices. This is high quality craftsmanship. Let's go with this one. This one, best one, okay? As before, Liana discusses with the shopkeeper. When she returns, I strap the sword to my belt. We make one more stop to gather supplies for our travel. By the time we're finished, the sun has set and darkness blankets the sky. Alright, time to find an inn. Well, there's one probably. The town is aglow with soft lights glint from within houses and the lampposts on the streets. As we pass by a lamppost, I peek inside and see a small crystal shining brilliantly. Oh, I see. Using the lights to guide us, we find the inn. So the lights are made by crystal. What did you choose? Huh? What do you mean? Oh, for weapons, I got a sword, I think. It's a preset. I didn't get a choice. Because I practiced kendo, apparently, so. Wait, is there even kendo in New York? Whatever. Whatever. I take a seat at one of the crude tables while Liana talks to the innkeeper behind the bar. There are a scattering of other patrons, mostly men who sit alone, nursing a tin card of what I assume to be ale. I stifle. Yeah, I didn't get a choice, yeah. A yawn. Now that I've had a chance to sit down, I feel the full weight of my fatigue. I'm guessing I didn't get a choice because I'm gonna be in a CG, you know? Like in those pictures. It's like they weren't gonna draw every picture for every weapon, so. Kendo is not popular in New York, but it's not like impossible to learn it. I see. Wait, did I read that? I stifle a yawn and I have a chance to sit down. I feel the full weight of my fatigue. Luckily, Leona returns and hands me a key.
This is your room for the night. It's right next to mine.
Alright, cool. Thanks. Yeah, she paid for everything. Jesus. She paid for my clothes, for my sword, and for my room. She nods. I guess she does need me, though, because she was investigating and I'm the source of
They
whatever
should
that
be
was.
coming out with our dinners soon. Then we should get to sleep. We have an early start tomorrow.
My stomach grumbles in anticipation. Sorry. Lana smiles as she sits in the empty stool next to mine. Our meals arrive and I stare at the bowl before me. It's a goopy, thick stew and looks about as appetizing as dog food. But it smells pretty good. What is this?
It's stew.
Yep. What kind of stew?
Rabbit.
A brief image of a cute, fluffy bunny flashes across my eyes. Oh my god, I'm a vegan.
Is something wrong?
Is there a normal stew? Meat is murder. Nope, all good. Oh boy, okay. I only eat non-GMO, all-natural, vegan, certified gluten-free, 100% whole grains, no trans fat, grass-fed, no preservative, organic pasture meals. Yep. Yep, that's all I eat. Yep. No, all good. I'm all about trying new foods. Nothing's wrong. This is fine. Thanks. I take a tentative bite of my stew.
How is it?
I mean, I don't freaking know. Yeah, don't complain, Taco. Yeah, I'm not freaking complaining. It's amazing. This is even better than I expected. Nana grins as she digs in. I mean, I did not expect anything, so I guess, yeah. Finish eating, Liana cleans her bowl, then the two of us head upstairs. Yeah, I'm not gonna freaking complain. She paid for all this. Jeez. She paused in front of her room and I stop in front of mine. Good night.
Good night.
I'm about to enter my room when I hear a small voice.
Boy?
Oh. Looking down, I see the Pongo back at my feet. Now that I think about it, ever since we entered the village, he's been awfully silent. Have you been following us this whole time, or did you lose us and find us again? The Pongo blinks twice and bounces.
Boy.
I don't know what this
Pongos
means.
aren't exactly welcomed everywhere.
What? Why not? Well, why's that?
Well, they absorb the energy around them, including crystals which are used to light lampposts, or
Oh.
other similar items.
Oh. Just go Sao SEO story and assume Rabbit Stew is good? But it was an S ranker! Ragu Rabbit. I can see how that would be bad,
I
yeah.
think this guy knew to stay out of sight once we came in here.
I should have a bag and have him in my bag. What if someone sees him here?
As long as he doesn't stray too close to a crystal, he'll be fine. People only make a fuss when it looks like their crystal might be drained.
Oh, oops. Got it. She reaches towards the Pango. Wait, what does this do? Oh, I see.
Do you want to sleep with me tonight?
What? Oh, the Pongo! Oh, okay. Gotcha. The Pongo snuggles against my leg, Liana sighs.
I thought as much.
I was like, what? What? This story took like an unexpected turn. But okay, the Pongo, okay. She opens her door and flashes me one last smile.
Sleep well.
She disappears into her room. I open my door and step through. The Pongo perks up.
Boy.
What? What? Who would do this? I step away from the door and the Pongo hops in. That is the face of jealousy. She wants the Pongo. As I close the door behind him, he continues to hop around the room as if inspecting it. Yawning widely, I collapse onto the bed. The Pongo continues to circle the room. Are you looking for a good place to sleep? He suddenly leaps up and lands on my bed. Then he bounces to the foot of the bed and wiggles himself a cozy nest by creating a small crater on top of the blanket. I can't help but grin at the little guy. Good night, Pongo.
Boy.
Shouldn't I name the Pongo? Whatever. I roll over in bed, and it's not long before I'm fast asleep. Alright. First day's over. But seriously, who would let the Pongo out of their room? Like, the Pongo wanted to sleep No, no, no. Liana wanted the Pongo to sleep in her room, and the Pongo said, "No thanks, I'm going with Taco the Legend." And then Liana goes into her room, and then I go into my room, and then the Pongo's like, "Can I come in?" And I'm like, "Ah, nope." Who would do that? That's so rude. A knock on my door jolts me awake. I sit straight up in the bed and barely notice a tiny yelp as the Pongo tumbles to the floor. Oops. Hello? The knocking stops.
It's Leanna. Are you about ready?
Oh, yeah. I rub my eyes and blink at the feeble rays of light outside. What time is it?
It's past dawn. We need to get a move on if we want
Hey,
to make good
Liana.
time.
Dawn. Dawn? There's no good reason anyone should be awake at this hour. I attempt to lay back down my bed when the knocking starts again. Alright, I'll be there in a minute. Correction, Taco the idiot. Taco the legend. The noise stops. I yawn and stretch, then notice the Pongo on the floor. What are you doing on the floor, buddy? Weren't you sleeping on the bed? Yeah, I freaking knocked him off. The Pongo wiggles and shoots me an accusatory look. Accusatory. Whoa! Poi 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 poi. Alright. I glance at the slight indentation on my pillow and back at the blue mass on the floor. Sorry, I didn't mean to knock you off. The poor Pongo, yep. He looks cautiously at me, then hops onto the bed and up onto my head. He nips at my hair and then jiggles. I guess that means he's forgiven me. I push myself to my feet and begin getting dressed. Once I've grabbed all my things, I push over the door and nearly collide with Liana. Whoa!
Are you ready to go?
Yeah. Taco the Pongo abuser. No, no, no. I let him sleep in my room, okay? Liana nods and then leads the way out of the inn. I follow her through town as we head north. It's a lot quieter than when we first arrived as the town gradually begins to wake up. We don't run into too many people on the street. Although the shops aren't open yet, I can see the shopkeepers busy prepping for the day. Right before we reach the edge of town, a guard stops
There's
us.
been heightened bandit activity reported on these roads.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, our first fight. Liana's brow crease.
Are the roads closed?
No, but until we get a handle on the bandit activity, we're advising everyone to stay in town.
Yo, we're armed, dude. We can take care of it.
We can't stay.
Jesus, the jiggles.
Where are you headed?
We're headed to Illumia.
The guard notices the sigil, whatever. The sign, the emblem on Liana's manipulator.
You're a mage knight?
I see. She nods. A mage knight, so that's why she has the sword. As the guard turns his focus to me, I draw attention to the blade on my hip. He nods gruffly, then moves out of the way.
Just be careful out there.
Yes.
Thank you.
She motions for me to follow her. Once we're back on the familiar dirt path, I take one last look at Meadowhill Village before refocusing on the road ahead of me. Back to the open road. Our trek along the path is peaceful. The forest gradually awakens with birdsong and the scuttling of woodland animals. Having grown up in the city, the sounds of nature still startle me, and I glance at every rustle of the leaves. Let's talk about this for a minute. Why, if you have to put a road, why did you put it right next to the forest? You know? Like, if you're trying to avoid bandits, shouldn't the road be in an open area? No? Is it just me? Maybe? I don't know. Liana, though, seems unfazed. Her eyes routinely survey her surroundings. Suddenly she freezes. I nearly bump into her. What the?
Shh.
Bandits. I fall silent as she listens. When she speaks, her voice is a whisper.
Did you hear that?
I strain my ears, listening for anything out of place. Then I hear the voice among the trees. Bandits. A strangled scream pierces the air, scaring a flock of birds into flight.
Someone might be in danger.
Oh god, or it might be a bait. Her her previous caution abandoned, Liana sprints toward the sound, and I follow at her heels. Alright, so she's a good person, huh? We both take cover as the trees open up, revealing a man in a trench coat surrounded by 5 bandits. One more bandit lies motionless on the ground. Woo! Upon seeing their fallen comrade, the bandits all unsheathe their weapons. 3 of them hold long swords and 2 of them point guns. Uh-oh. The trench-coated man doesn't stir. His dark hair falls over his eyes, and I can't see his face.
He won't get away from us this time. Take him out.
The man pushes open his coat and draws 2 guns as the bandits converge. Liana sets her jaw.
Stay here.
What? But I have a sword! No, I have a sword! Come on. As soon as the words fall from her lips, she races out from the trees. Her hair whips behind her, and her white coattails below in a graceful arc. She moves faster than any human, as if the air is pushing her forward instead of dragging her down. Her gauntlet hand clenches and a blue sphere glows, then disappears as she smashes her fist into the nearest bandit. Jesus, she's a badass. He flies away from her and crashes against a tree before crumpling into a heap. Taco, you can't beat a gun with a sword. Man.
A mage knight?
A mage knight?
She must be with him.
Or she's after the bounty. Take her out too.
What bounty? Wait. The mysterious man fires a hail of purple blasts at the bandits, catching one of them in the chest. Liana deflects the sword from another bandit with her own blade. I can't just sit here and do nothing, I have to help! Ignoring Liana's command, I unsheath my sword and charge into battle. Alright. Ah, I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot! Early access version, minigame will be available in future builds. What? What? No. This is an early access. Wait a minute. What? Wait. See, Taco the idiot is a fitting title for you. No. Oh, wait. So, chapter 5 was released, right? Okay, so it's still early access, but all the chapters are here. Alright, gotcha. Wait, what should we do for this? Lame, yeah. I wish I could play the mini game. What should I do? Should I win? Should I lose? What do you guys think? Should I roll dices? Is this what I should do? Okay, wait. Let me go find a. All right. At least win the fight. We'll see. Okay. All right. Here are some dices. Otherwise, we'll be Taco the loser. Feels bad, man. All right. If you want to, I can pick a bandit against you, a level 1. Well, I'm just gonna roll 1d4, and then if it rolls like an even number, then I'll win. How about that? Or no, if I roll 3 or 4, I'll win. All right, here we go. If I roll 3 or 4, I win. If I roll 1 or 2, I lose. Oh, okay, easy freaking win. Easy win. All right. Wait, where'd the game go? Okay, there it is. Alright, win your fight. Let's go. Liana breathes heavily as she surveys the bodies around her. She glanced at me and the stranger who's still standing. Watch us Taco lose. No.
Anyone hurt?
I do a gentle pat down of myself and wince at my bruises. Nothing major. Liana nods, then she fidgets with her manipulator. Oh boy. Oh boy. Never mind, but it would have been hilarious. See, I wonder what would have happened. But the man stays silent as he inspects his gun. Hello, handsome. Now that I have a better look at him, I realize that although his fierce scowl makes him seem tough, he doesn't look that much older than me. His hair has a habit of falling around his eyes, but as he pushes it back, I notice a long scar cut across one eye. Once satisfied, he tucks his gun back into his belt and gets to his feet. Why does he low-key look like knocked? Yeah, he has longer hair, but... Or Kirito? Yeah, longer hair. Probably more tall or buff, but yeah, I don't know. Merge of both. Once satisfied, he... Oh, yeah. He nods at us. Okay.
Thanks.
Hi. So, Sasuke... he has black hair, guys. Is that what you're trying to say? But, this guy, I looked it up, and he is voiced by the YouTuber named Nade Wants to Battle. He does, like, covers for, anime songs. I don't know if you guys saw any of that, but the song's pretty good. Then he turns away.
Wait!
He pauses.
Where are you headed?
Why?
There might be more bandits around. We should team up if we're going in the same direction. Safety in numbers.
Yo, I want to know about that bounty the bandits were talking about. He studies us in stony silence. Then his gaze flicks to our manipulator and he relaxes slightly.
Where are you going?
We're headed to Illumia.
Me too.
Liana nods.
You're from the Mage Guild?
Yes, I'm Liana.
Oh god, don't ask me where I'm from. I'm Taco, the legend.
Zach.
And yeah, this is Pongo. All of us glance at the little blue Pongo who seemingly popped out of nowhere. And this is our little friend.
I see.
The Pongo blinks at Zack, who stares him down. The Pongo bounces uncertainly. Zack's unblinking stare never wavers, so the Pongo scoots behind my leg for safety.
Now that introductions are over, let's get moving.
Whoa, you're the leader now? Zack waits for us to collect our things, and once we're all set, we head back into the road. Lana and I lead the way, the Pongo keeping pace with us, while Zack hangs a few steps behind us. I mean, I know this, but let's ask this first. Lana, I saw you during the fight. How were you able to move so fast?
Oh, I cast wind magic to manipulate my movements.
Well, that makes sense. Oh, so like putting on a speed buff.
They're small adjustments, like shifting the draft to move me forward, or using a breeze to help lift me during jumps.
Damn, that sounds awesome. It does sound awesome. She
The
grins.
next time you're lagging behind,
Oh,
I'll
Jesus.
use my wind to give you a little
Every
boost.
time it makes me... Whoa. That'd be amazing. I can already imagine myself running like the wind. Liana seems pleased by my reaction. So what type of gun is Zack carrying?
You
He
mean
had
his
two, right?
discharger?
Oh, that's a discharger. Oh, well, that makes sense. What's a discharger? I hear a sound behind us. Zack raises an eyebrow when I turn to look at him. Uh-oh.
Did you hit your head or something?
Yes. Lana looks a little uncomfortable.
He's not exactly from around here.
Yeah, I'm from USA. USA. Zack crosses his arms.
I see.
There's a pause. So, discharger?
It's a weapon that uses crystal spheres to power it.
So it is a gun.
Maybe?
Oh, yeah. They don't know what a gun is. Wow, that was dumb. The spheres are the bullets. Well, it's kind of the magazines in some sense because it's used to fire bullets, or in this case, bolts of energy. Jiggle physics are too jiggly? Yeah. I mean, I like the hair part, but yeah. Although it made sense in my head, I can see why she might be confused. Never mind. I got it. Thanks.
Sure.
She smiles. I feel Zack's gaze on me, but his expression is hard to read. I mean, that's because they're gauntlet, right? How did Zack know you are in the Mage Guild?
He saw my emblem.
She lifts up her arm and points to the sigil. Oh man, her emblem on her manipulator. What exactly does the Mage Guild do?
We investigate any type of magical anomaly. The Mage Guild in Havengard is actually headquartered in Illumia.
Havengard. Sort of like a police force? She doesn't know what a police force is. The hair's the only good thing? Yeah. I mean, like, this movement right here was fine. Liana furrows her brow.
Police?
Yeah. Like how detectives go out into the field and solve mysteries. Detectives? Yep.
A little like that.
Oh, so they have detectives, okay. It now makes sense as to why both the guard in Meadowhill Village and Zack relaxed after seeing Liana's emblem. Well, it looks like that guard was telling the truth. There definitely are bandits on this road.
Yeah.
There's something in her voice which makes me think she doesn't completely agree. What is it?
It's just, well, for bandits, they were pretty well equipped.
Huh. She stares hard at Zack, but he doesn't react. What does that mean? Are they not bandits? Liana continues to look at Zack.
I'm not sure.
They were bandits.
Oh boy. She looks sharply at Zack, obviously caught off guard.
Sure.
That didn't sound too convincing. The subject drops, but I still feel a little uneasy. If those guys weren't bandits, then who were they? And why were they attacking Zack? For his bounty! He has a bounty, for sure! They're less bandits and more like they're people hunters? Yeah, headhunters. The questions circle my mind as the conversation lulls to silence. Liana leads the way, though she seems to have something on her mind. Zack trails from behind. He remains on heightened alert. Zack is untrustworthy. Yeah, I feel so too. We traveled together for quite some time with no further interruptions. I can feel my legs start to burn from all the walking. Lana squints at the sky.
We should make camp before it gets dark.
Camp? Zack nods.
There's a
Okay.
good spot up ahead which hides us from view. It'll still give us visibility on any intruders, though.
Wait, where's Iggy? Where's my cooking? Hello, Iggy? Sounds good. We're camping without any cook. Zack leads the way, and soon we reach the clearing. The three of us get to work setting up camp. I roll out my bedroll near the campfire and notice how thinly it spreads on the ground. Can this thing really be comfortable? I guess there's only one way to find out. I lie down on the bedroll and place my hands behind my head. This isn't as bad as I thought. A yawn escapes my lips. I could definitely fall asleep here. Iggy's not here to save you now. Yeah, feels bad, man. Whoa, look at the sky. Damn. And those little lights over here? That's cool. My gaze, lingers? That thing. On the night sky above. The moon hangs in the inky sky, dotted with so many pinpricks of silver light. They sparkle vividly, as if trying to chase away the dark. I breathe out a breath of wonder. I never knew that stars could shine so brightly. I try to pick out a few constellations, but the star patterns above are unfamiliar.
What are you looking at?
I quickly sit up at the sound of Leona's voice. She holds 2 steaming bowls in her hands. I accept one of the bowls with a smile as she sits beside me. Wait, who cooked them? Who cooked it? Was it you? Just admiring the sky. This place is really beautiful. Back where I live, you don't get to see so many stars.
How come?
Light pollution. Our cities are filled with so much light that it drowns out the stars. Leona gazes thoughtfully at the sky.
Right. It's a little harder to see the stars in town than it is out here.
Linger. I see. Gotcha. I shook my head. That's not the same. Some nights I don't see the stars at all. Her eyes widen in surprise, and she places her chin in her hands.
A night sky without stars.
She looks at me.
What's your world like?
It has really cool tech. It's bad humans are plague. Okay, no. Different, but more or less the same. Let's go with this one. It's really different. We don't have any magic, but we have a lot of technology instead.
What sort of technology?
Things like cars.
What's a car?
It's a means of transportation. With a car, we could have made the journey from Meadowhill Plains to Meadowhill Village within half an hour instead of half a day. Liana looks intrigued.
You have an animal that can travel that fast?
It is actually not an animal. No, it runs off of gas or electricity, depending on what type of car you have.
So it's like our carriages, which are powered by crystals. The more energy it uses, the faster it goes.
Oh, so they do have cars. Something like that. We have airplanes too, which fly in the sky so we can have faster travel to other areas of the world.
Humans who can fly?
Nana's eyes grow in wonder and she grins. Wait, can't you levitate
What
them?
else do you have?
Or can you only levitate pongos? The interwebs. Mobile phones, yeah, I have one. Cell phones, actually. I fish in my pockets and pull out my phone. This is my cell. She leans in close to inspect it.
What does it do?
I can make calls with it or send messages and talk to people far away. It also tells me the time and I can take pictures or play games too if I want. She takes the phone in her hand and flips it back and forth.
Is it like scrying? How does it do that?
Well, I'd have to turn it on first, but it doesn't work here. I think the battery's dead.
Oh,
Wait, you know what a battery is? She doesn't bother hiding her disappointment. She tilts her head back and returns her gaze to the sky. Underneath the moonlight, her pale skin seems to glow amidst the darkness. Her face softens as she smiles.
you're right. The stars really are beautiful.
We fall into a comfortable silence as we enjoy the tranquility of the night. After we finish eating and cleaning up, Zach approaches us. Uh-oh.
It's getting late.
Yes. Liana
I'll
nods.
take first watch so you can rest.
Oh boy, we have to take watch.
Alright, I'll take second watch.
I guess that just leaves me with third. Zach stares unblinkingly at me while Liana coughs nervously.
That's okay. We had an early start, and I'm sure you're tired. We should rest up and sleep through the night.
They don't trust me! They don't trust me! My feelings! My feelings! Do you guys not trust me? It almost sounds like you guys don't trust me. Although I tried to keep my tone light and joking, Liana looks guilty.
No, that's not. I mean, it's not that we don't trust.
Yes.
Well, at least he's honest. I wouldn't trust you either. Yeah, me neither, to be honest. She looks sharply at Zach. His arms are crossed, but his expression doesn't change. Seriously? Zach nods towards Liana.
She's part of the Mage Guild, so I know she won't pull any tricks. I don't know anything about you.
Yo, I don't know anything about you. Something tells me you're not a good man.
I'm sorry.
Zach Spade. As the fire in my mind abates, I realize Zach has a point. I've given him no reason to trust me. If I were in his shoes, I'd be just as cautious. So why am I not cautious of him? What is this? I nod. Alright, I suppose that's fair.
I better get to sleep then. Good night.
Yeah, when she blinks, her eyes go wider, no? Wait, does Zach not blink? He doesn't blink! He never. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Didn't say anything. Good night, Taco the stupid. No. Nana flashes me with one last smile before crawling to her bedroll. As she lies down, Zach positions himself against a tree and takes a seat. Guys don't blink confirmed. No, he blinked, I saw it. Should I get to know Zach? I think so. Like, he doesn't trust me now, but if I get to know him, maybe he will. Or maybe I will. Maybe I'll know what this bounty is. If we're going to be traveling together, I should make an effort to get to know what kind of person he is. Let's not give Zach a reason to be hostile. I walk over to Zach. Oh yeah. Just listen to orders. What are orders anyways? Liana told me to stay hidden, and then I freaking ran into the fight, and then they told me to go to sleep, and I'm like, hey, mind if I sit? He gestures for me to join him, so I do. Or he could think of you more suspicious. No, because he can watch me, you know, so he doesn't care. Maybe. Obviously, I'll have to leave the conversation. So, how's the weather? Yes. Yes. Nice. Nice conversation lead, man. That was really good. Zach stares at me. Alright, let's switch gears. Are you a cat or a dog person? Do they even have cats or
Is this
dogs?
going anywhere?
I sigh. I'm trying to build up some trust here, but you've got to meet me halfway. God damn it, Taco, yep. Zach looks away. Great. I guess he doesn't want to talk.
Dog.
Oh. What?
I prefer canines.
So there are dogs. Okay. How's the freaking weather? Yep. Oh, cool. The silent creeps in again. So we're all going to Lumia.
Yep,
What brings you there?
I'm meeting someone.
Oh. Oh. A friend?
Someone from work.
What's your work?
I'm a mercenary.
That's badass. This explains so much. Ah, acceptable murder. I feel like Steven should pick this one. Freaking Maki. That's badass, man. Seriously, that's so cool. Zach shifts uncomfortably. His stony facade cracks and reveals his surprise.
Okay. So, why are you going to Illumia?
Oh, flip. I should have thought of that one. Leona's taking me to the Mage Academy. He studies me again.
Are you a mage? You don't have a manipulator.
I shake my head. No, I'm looking for answers. He nods in understanding and doesn't pry. Ooh, thank you, Zach. Although I try to stop it, a yawn
You should get
escapes.
some sleep. We have an early start in the morning.
That sounds familiar. I push myself to standing. Good night. He nods. Doesn't even tell goodbye. Man. I lie down in my bedroll and scooch around to get comfortable. I try closing my eyes to sleep, but something still doesn't feel right. Oh yeah, I need a pillow. Sitting up, I look around for anything I can use. My gaze falls on the Pongo who now rests beside Leona. No frickin' way. I am not using the Pongo as a pillow. No, 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 no. Little Pongo rolls over in his sleep. I don't want to disturb him. Plus, that'd be pretty rude. Yeah, there's no freaking way I'm using the Pongo as a pillow. I don't find anything else suitable and decide to just make do with that one. Lying back down on the bed, I close my eyes and eventually drift to sleep. Day 2 is now over. A dull throbbing in my back pulls me awake. I hadn't fully appreciated the magic of mattresses until now. A yawn escapes and I stretch widely. Aside from the achiness, right? I actually feel well rested. Wait, is this something in my screen? Okay, no, it is. Okay. There's a line right here. I was confused. Whatever. I sit up and glance around. Zach leans against a tree with his head down. His hair covers his eyes, so I can't tell if they're open or closed. Regardless, his hands rest on the handles of his dischargers. Creepy. Looking around again, I fail to spot Liana. Where did she go? I think I hear a cry in the distance. Is that her? I should go investigate. Crossing over a hill, I see Liana practicing in an open field. She grips her blade into a fighting stance, her face stern with concentration. She swings her blade in a high arc, ending with a graceful spin. Judging by how fluid and accurate her movement is, it's clear she's dedicated many years to perfecting her craft. Her hair whips around her as she turns, but never seems to blow her in the face. To blow in her face, whoops. Blow her in the face? Yeah, the hair blowing her in the face, yep. Even with heavy armor, her movements are still nimble, as if she's wearing no armor at all. I wonder if all that has to do with her wind magic. Once she notices me, she lowers her sword. Oh, flip. I wasn't stalking.
Sorry, did I wake you? I moved out here so I wouldn't disturb you.
No, I was already up. I didn't see a camp, so I came looking.
Gotcha.
Oh, Pongo's here too. Dancing down my feet, I spot the beaming Pongo. Leona giggles.
Looks like you guys are best friends already.
Yeah, I didn't use him as a pillow. I mean, sure, like, we slept in the same room for a night, and then, yeah, sure. The best of friends, isn't that right? The Pongo nods excitedly. Alright, he's my best freaking friend. It's pretty early. Do you always begin your mornings with a warm-up? Liana
It
nods.
helps me wake up and prepare for the day ahead. Also, it's become a part of my routine, so it just doesn't feel right when I don't do it.
I know what you mean. I can't really go through my morning routine from Earth here on Terra, and it feels a bit strange.
Right.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say that every time, but Jesus. Liana looks down. Put a bra on! The awkwardness creeps into the silence. She probably took that in a negative way, which wasn't my intention. That's okay though, I can always make a new routine.
New routine?
New routine? I unsheath my blade and grip it. I start my days by killing women. This morning practice you do seems like a good place to start. Oh, okay, I guess I'm not freaking psycho. She grins.
Considering how well you handled yourself yesterday,
Ooh,
I'm curious to see what's the extent of your skill set.
wait, what would she have said if I would have lost? Wait. I smirk. Only one way to find out. So it's a lesson today, senpai. Does she even know what a senpai is?
Sand pie?
Yep, senpai, yep. I shake my head. Never mind. She blinks, then refocuses and matches my fighting stance by raising her sword. I guess senpai is in common. Japanese is in common, guys.
Since you already have some experience with the blade, sparring will be the best way to gauge your skills.
Let's do this then. Let's go. I frown. This hardly seems like a fair fight.
I won't use my wind magic.
Okay, that evens up the odds a little bit. Wow. What was that conversation? That's not what I picked. I mean, that was better than what I picked, but Liana nods.
Besides, the goal of sparring is to train your skills, not to win or lose.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. That's a really good mentality, actually. I ready my blade in a battle stance, which she matches. Lana dashes towards me. Her movements seem slower than what they were during the bandit fight. Seems like she isn't using her wind magic. Okay. Oh boy. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. So, I'm gonna do the same roll again. And, 3 or 4 I win, 1 or 2, or, I mean, it's not win, it's like do poorly, do good, so. Wait, should I roll a d20? I'm gonna roll a d20 instead. So, higher than 10, wait, 10 or higher? No, higher than 10, right? Yeah. Wait, is it? Yeah. From 1 to 10 and 11 to 20. So that's like 9, wait? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 10 and then 11, 12. Wait, no, that's not fair then. Wait. What? No. Yeah, no. What? What? Oh my god, my maths are gone. Okay. 1 to 10, I lose. 10 to, wait. What's up with my screen? Hello? Is it messed up? Oh no, it's not messed up. What the heck? Okay, whatever. Alright, let's go. Woo! Victory. Or do well, I guess. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Somehow I managed to keep pace with her. Every time I think I'm about to get the upper hand, her intensity increases until we're equally matched again. Even so, I could feel her holding back. Without using magic, Mage Knights are still a formidable opponent with the sword, especially... Oh, formidable opponent with the sword, especially if they're anything like Liana. We go back and forth with a few more swings until Liana strikes from above. I hurriedly block with my sword, but I lose my balance in my hurry and topple to the ground, landing on my back. Oof. Liana kneels down beside me.
Your fundamentals are solid. If you keep practicing, I'm sure you'll be a formidable warrior in no time.
Yes. We're doing it. That's pretty high praise when it's coming from you. She smiles and blushes. Liana extends a hand and helps me back onto my feet. So that means she's good, right? Like, even for Terra? Because if she wasn't good, then she would have said, well, she would have been humble about it or something.
better if I could watch you spar with someone else. That way, I can see your movement from different angles and give you better feedback.
Well, the other person is Zack, and Zack uses guns. Unless the Pongo can use a sword, the only other option is Zack. I look around and spot Zack leaning against a tree closer to our sparring location. He watches us with his arms crossed. Wait, how long has he been here? Liana rushes over to him.
Zack!
Hmm?
Would you be willing to duel with him?
I mean, I'm already tired. Wait a minute. She points to me.
I'd like to get a better look at his technique.
He merely stares at her.
Oh, right. You need a blade.
Liana hands her blade to Zack. He takes it from her and inspects it.
What are the rules of the duel?
Standard spar. Be the first one to knock your opponent to the ground.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Zack nods and heads toward the field. As Liana returns to me, we share a glance. That was surprisingly easy. Let's rather not die. Did you get any closer to Zack? I mean, sort of. Yeah, I did get close to him, but I guess it's not in a mercenary's nature to back down from a fight, even if it's a fake one.
Are you two ready?
I step a decent distance away from Zack and ready my blade. Yep! Zack continues to stand there. I look at Liana again and she just shrugs. He nods.
Okay, begin!
I rush forward. And suddenly I'm on the ground, staring up at the sky with an aching pain in my chest and the wind knocked out of me. Did he use his gun? Did he shoot me with his gun? I groaned.
Strange. I thought he'd last at least 2 shots.
Oh, come on! Come on! That was unfair!
Zack!
What?
Why did you
Dude,
use your
yeah.
discharger?
Why not?
Liana steps forward.
The whole point was to have a sword match with him.
She gave you her sword! Why did you think she gave you her sword? He used
You
magic.
didn't list that as a rule.
Ah, her frustration is evident in her voice.
Why else would I
Zack
give you my
is
sword?
great. Ah, freaking Zack.
Did you give me your sword?
Ah! What do you mean?
For you to use!
Ah, man. She snatches her blade back from Zack and heads over to me.
Are you hurt?
My pride. I mean, yeah, my pride. So this is what it feels like to be emasculated twice. My gaze drifts past Liana to the blue sky behind her. At least the view is nice. Liana helps me up again.
The one and only lesson you need to know when fighting. Do whatever it takes to win.
You have no pride, Taco? Yeah, not anymore. As soon as he's done speaking, Zack turns around and heads back to the campsite. Liana huffs.
Mercenaries can be so annoying sometimes.
His advice is relevant, though. What did you say? Annoying? Yeah. Maybe so, but this point seems pretty valid. Liana shakes her head.
There's more to a battle than winning. Like honor, justice, and even mercy if the case calls for it.
I mean, sure, mercy, but if it's a battle to the death, I'd rather, win.
The last thing you want to do is forget who you are and turn into your enemy.
Wowza. Yo, this visual novel got deep really quickly. What the heck? Huh.
Anyway, I think we've had enough practice for one day. We should pack up and continue on our journey.
I nod and follow Liana back to camp. We pack up our things and clean up the campsite, then we continue our journey. As we walk, we slip into a comfortable silence. Zack lingers behind Liana. Lingers. Flip. I'm sorry. I remember. Lingers. Behind Liana and Liana and I, while the Pongo returns to its usual spot on my head. His usual spot, whatever. I'm pretty freaking sure he has seen some pretty heavy stuff. Normally people who act like that in visual novels have seen some traumatizing stuff. True. But this visual novel, I feel like, might not be like the other visual novels. Like, some of the choices here are pretty stupid. So, I feel like it controlled us pretty hard. After a few hours, it doesn't feel like we're getting any closer. So, how long until we reach Illumia?
We'll need to stop at Raven Pass to restock and spend the night. But if we continue to make good time, we'll reach Illumia by midday tomorrow.
Wow, okay. One more day of walking. If only I had brought my BitFit. What? I would have had my daily steps done for a lifetime. Oh, okay, gotcha. There's an app for that. Taco, most people in general who act like that have dealt with difficult things in their lives. Yeah, in their lives, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's a mercenary, so it's pretty likely. I nod and we fall back into silence. By mid-afternoon, we arrive at the gates of a settlement even smaller than Meadowhill Village. Oh wow, it's another CG. I like the art though. It's so cool. Okay. Huh. The town consists of an inn and a few shops, the bare essentials. They probably only ever see travelers like us, people passing through on their way to Illumia.
Okay, we should stock up on supplies.
I'll be making a stop at the weaponsmith.
Zack pats the two holstered dischargers by his side. Now that I think about it, I only saw him use one during the bandit ambush. Oh, really? The other one must have already been damaged.
I'll check out the shop since my weapons are okay on repairs.
I'll go with you. Leona smiles. Zack nods.
See you soon then.
He turns down another path.
Let's go.
Wait, what makes us think he's gonna wait for us? He could just leave. Leona smiles back at me as she leads the way to the shops. I guess we don't really need him though. Wait up! We find the general store with ease since the marketplace itself is quite small. In fact, I'm surprised by how busy this store is. Oh, it's the same store, but with a different, what's it called? Luminosity? Like, yeah. I guess if you're the only general store around, business is bound to be good. As Leona picks out a couple items, I look around the shop. I know, pray and hope he stays. Yeah, I guess so. I noticed people of all backgrounds wearing clothes ranging from the leather I'd seen in Meadowhill to intricately embroidered robes. That different color accents. Yeah, there you go. They really do get all types of traveling. Wait, they really do get all types of traveling through here. Once Leona is finished, I follow her to the counter to pay for our items.
Will that be all for today?
Leona nods.
Your total comes to 34 coins.
Yo, I need a way to make money. Leona's eyes widen.
34 coins for these? It should be at most 30.
The shopkeeper frowns apologetically. He doesn't seem too happy about the price either.
I'm sorry, miss. The goods themselves are only 20 coins. The rest of the cost is the 70% tax.
What? Tax? Embroidered? Do you know what this means? Let me check. Nope, I have no idea what this means. I'm guessing like crafts made, right? Like handmade? Hand sewn? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I don't need to freaking say America. It's not my place to say anything. Vanna furrows her brow.
I don't remember the tax being so high in the past.
The mayor only recently increased the tax.
Alright, let's go. First quest.
Has no one asked why? It doesn't seem fair.
Oh boy, every time I freaking it startles me. The man nods.
We did in the beginning, but then the mayor hired enforcers of the new law.
Uh-oh. Leona frowns but doesn't say anything more. The shopkeeper continues to look apologetic as he gestures at her items.
I'm really sorry about this, miss, but I don't have any other choice.
I understand. It's not your fault.
She hands over the coins.
Thank you for understanding. Safe travels.
What if he just scammed us? As we head out, Leona seems quieter than usual. Are you okay?
Something about this just doesn't seem right. New tax rules and new guards to enforce them? I came through here only a few days ago on my way to Meadow Hill, and the tax hadn't been changed then. It all seems too sudden.
Yep, he scammed us. I think we got scammed. Let's investigate. We should find out what's going on here. Leona blinks.
Really?
I nod. We can't just leave it alone if something foul is at play here. Leona smiles. Yes!
Anyway,
Points
let's go
scored.
meet up with Zach.
I nod. So wait. Do we actually think that the mercenary is going to help us? Oh, he's going to help us for money. Rip. We make our way to the lane of armory and smiths and peek through a few shop windows before we spot Zach. A guard looms over him. Uh-oh, this doesn't look promising. Leona frowns as we enter the shop.
This doesn't concern you. Stay out of it.
It became my concern when you threatened him in front of me.
Threatened? All I told him was what may happen to his store if he doesn't pay up for these protective services.
Wait, so Zach is defending the shopkeeper?
Leave. Now.
The guard
What
laughs.
makes you think I'd listen to you?
Whoa, whoa! Zach glares at the guard as he flips open his coat and reveals his discharger. He grips the second discharger on the table. The color drains from the guard's face.
2 dischargers with purple spheres and a black trench coat.
Uh-oh! He's the Black Knight!
It can't be.
Zach shifts slightly, increasing the ferocity in his eyes. The guard tries to hide his fear with false bravado. He turns towards the shopkeeper.
You're lucky your friend was here today. He won't always be here, though.
After imparting one last subtle threat, the guard hurries out of the shop, brushing past Leona and I. Zach relaxes and the shopkeeper sighs in relief.
Thank you.
That have to do with this new tax you mentioned?
The shopkeeper nods. Alright, Zach's interested.
Taxes just keep growing. I've tried to keep my prices as low as possible for the customers, but then our taxes grow and, well, you saw what happens next.
His fingers tremble as he takes back the discharger. I think he's still shaken up by what happened.
I'm sorry. I still need a few more minutes to finish up the repairs. It would have been done by now if we hadn't been interrupted.
Zach nods. The weaponsmith gives him a grateful smile as he returns to his workroom. Tax issues again.
It looks like it's affecting all of the stores.
You know how clothes sometimes
it's
have
only
like
going to get
flowers sewn
worse.
into the clothes, like it's fully made out of thread? That's embroidery. You decorate the fabric with fancy, complex designs. Chuchan basically does the same with his skin. I see. Yeah. Gotcha.
I'm not going to let it escalate.
Leona and I glance at Zach in surprise.
You two head to the inn. I have something to take care of first.
What are you planning to do?
I'm going to pay a visit to the mayor.
No, yeah, we'll help. We're coming too. Zach looks surprised.
Something here is just not right. We can't sit by and do nothing.
Yeah. Shopkeeper returns and places Zach's discharger on the counter.
All fixed.
Whoa, that was fast. Jeez.
Thanks. Here.
Zach offers coins to the vendor, who shakes his head.
Please, don't worry about it. You've already done me a huge favor by helping me with the guard.
Zach holsters his discharger and places the coin on the counter anyway.
I insist.
The shopkeeper looks conflicted, then sighs and nods gratefully. So, Zach is a good mercenary. Alright. Zach leads the way out of the shop and through the town. His footsteps are long and full of purpose, which is a change from his quiet, cautious demeanor. Yeah. I can't help but look at him with a newfound respect. This is the first time I've seen him so determined and driven. I mean, we've been together for like half a day. Soon we arrive in front of a large, elaborate mansion. It looks very out of place compared to the modest shops in the rest of the town. 2 men guard at the entrance. Zach pauses and sizes up the guards. Zach is a good person. He's just probably seen a lot of heavy things and very cautious. Maybe. Or maybe he's cautious because he has a bounty on his head. Who knows? They're not gonna let us in. But it's the guards. We're not gonna attack the guards yet. There's no way. We should ask them if we can see the mayor.
I doubt that would work.
I know, but what else do you want to do?
Doesn't hurt to try.
Exactly, see? Zack frowns, but after some thought, he nods.
We'll try that first. If that fails, we go to plan B.
What's plan B? Zack has already moved towards the guards and doesn't hear my question. I face Liana. Do you know what his plan B is? She shakes her head.
Let's just hope it doesn't resort to that.
We catch up to Zack.
Halt! What is your business here?
We're here to see the mayor.
Does he expect your audience?
Zack shakes his head.
No, but I need to speak with him about this latest tax hike.
We could have lied about something else, though. Like,
The tax hike?
the guards glance at each other and lower their weapons slightly. It almost seems as if they disapprove of the taxes too. Oh, okay. Like, don't automatically attack the guards who are just doing their jobs. Yeah.
You guys don't seem too happy with the taxes either.
One of the guards hesitates, then nods.
My sister runs the bakery in town, and the taxes have been hurting her business.
Then why haven't you done anything about it?
We tried, as have some of the other guards. When we protested, the treasurer recommended the mayor hire real guards.
Oh boy, Rip. He glowers as he mentions the treasurer.
Treasurer?
I see. So it's the treasurer. Yes, kill the treasurer.
Yeah, things have gotten really strange ever since he came to town. Suddenly the mayor is passing crazy rules he never would have passed before.
The other guard elbows his comrade.
Quiet down. Do you want one of his lackeys to hear?
Where are his lackeys? The first guard frowns and falls silent. Liana raises a hand to her chin in thought.
This treasurer sounds really suspicious.
The guard motions to her manipulator.
Wait, you're a mage knight?
Liana blinks.
Yes, that's correct.
Can you
See,
stand
they're
the
just
treasurer for
doing their
magic
jobs,
use?
they just wanna
I
get by,
swear,
yeah.
He's doing...
Uh-oh.
Not your crazy theories again. They already have a court mage to see to that.
Yes, a court mage who was assigned by the treasurer.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. Second guard frowns but doesn't reply.
If we let you through, will you just scan around and see if you notice anything?
Sure, and then Zack can take him out. Liana nods.
Yes, I'll do what I can.
Just be careful. Some of the treasurer's hired guards may not be so fond of you poking around.
Both guards step to the side.
Your way.
Let's go.
Hey, we got in by talking. Yeah. Zack leads the way again. We fall behind as Liana fiddles with her manipulator. As we progress through the mansion, we pass unnoticed by the clerks and guards milling about. They must assume we have a reason to be here if we got through the front door. Liana stares intently at her manipulator, her brow furrowed in confusion.
This doesn't make any sense.
What is it?
The readings, they're so erratic. It's almost like but there can't be.
But what? There's what?
Shadow magic.
Ooh, shadow magic. Zack looks sharply at Liana.
Shadow magic.
She reluctantly nods. Zack sets his jaw and tightens the grip on his dischargers. So, shadow magic. Someone mind telling me what that is?
It's forbidden magic.
Forbidden magic. She's entirely focused on her manipulator.
It's coming from...
She jogs down the hallway and stops in front of mahogany double doors.
behind there.
Uh-oh. Suddenly, a voice calls out from behind us.
It's you!
Huh? Standing down the hall is the same guard from the shop. Dang it!
How did you get in here? Intruders!
Zack, shoot him! Shoot him! All eyes fall on us as he begins yelling. The guards who previously ignored us now draw their weapons as they close in. Zack pulls out his dischargers.
You go deal with whatever that is. I'll keep them busy here.
How are you gonna keep them busy? There's like 5 freaking guards. Zack kicks down one of the tables and drops behind it for cover.
Go! Now!
Okay. I mean, sure. As he raises his gun, his purple energy swirls to life. He rains a hail of energy bolts down the hall in suppressive fire. Liana bursts through the doors, and I stay at her heels. The noise from the battle gradually fades away as we run deeper into the mansion. Eventually, the hall leads into a study. A carved wooden desk laden with books and ledgers is in the center with bookcases surrounding it. A man wearing a hooded dark robe sits at the desk. He scribbles something with one hand while the other hand is hidden within his robe. An older man sits on the other side of the desk. His graying hair sticks out in range angles and his embroidered clothes are slightly askew. Zack is a freaking badass, Taco. Don't underestimate him. Unlike you, he can handle himself. I guess so. I mean, if he has a bounty on his head, I guess you're right. He stares at the open ledgers on the desk, but his eyes are dull, as if they aren't really seeing it. I see. So, the mayor is hypnotized. Two guards stand by the doorway, as still as statues, with those same dull eyes. The treasurer rises to his feet.
Who let these two in? I explicitly said no visitors.
Liana's manipulator pulses widely, especially when she raises her arm towards him.
It's him! He's the source of the shadow magic!
Neither the mayor nor the guards react.
How dare you make such accusations? Arrest her immediately!
The guards ready their weapons. Stop! We aren't here to fight you!
It's no use! He's influencing them with shadow magic!
Damn this shadow magic! Ooh, a gust of wind gathers around Liana, violently whipping her hair and clothes. It concentrates in her gauntleted palm, and she hurls it at them. The wind knocks the guards against the walls and blows open the robe of the treasurer, exposing his hidden hand. Within his palm is a dark crystal sphere. It looks like a marble of darkness and swirling smoke. From within the crystal are shadow tendrils which extend to the mayor and his two unconscious guards. Lana's voice is flat when she speaks. I've never heard her sound so serious before.
A tainted spear, and the branding of void.
A void?
You have seen too much.
Uh-oh. Break it, kill it, yep. The treasurer raises the black sphere high and shadow energy shoots and straight towards Liana. She raises her hand and creates another ball of wind which she fires at the shadowy bolt. The shadow ball cuts through Liana's magic like a knife through butter, and her wind scatters harmlessly into the room. Uh-oh. Push her out of the way! Liana! I dashed toward... Oh, I thought that was blood! She moved out of the way and I thought that was blood! I was like, holy moly! I dashed toward her and knocked her out of the way. I take the full brunt of the shadow blast and I'm flung back against the wall. Agony sears into my body. I grit through the pain and look at Liana. It doesn't look like any of the magic hit her. She rushes over, her face a mix of bewilderment and concern. This is painful. Yeah, you got this. Yeah. She's way more useful than me right now, so I muster up a smile. Go get him.
That was so reckless.
My bad. I mean, do anything to win, right, Zach? Lana unsheathes her blade. A determined fire in her eyes as she faces the treasure and raises her sword. Ooh! Wait, isn't that... Wait, she uses magic on her sword. Her manipulator glows with power which flows through her blade, encasing it in a similar glow. Magic particles swirl around as static sparks of energy lash out from her weapon. In an instant, she dashes towards the treasure at an inhuman speed. Come on, skewer it! Skewer him! He fires two shooting bolts, but Liana uses her blade to cut through the air and shoots off two slices of energy which cut through the shadow magic. What? Nani?
Yeah!
Liana lunges and charges her blade towards the treasure. Just before her sword would pierce him, the treasurer throws his tainted spear to the ground. It shatters apart and the shadowy mist leaks out of the orb, enclosing the room in a dark fog. Uh-oh. The thick fog clouds my vision so I can't see anything. As it slowly begins to fade, I make out Liana watching her surroundings, but the treasure is nowhere to be seen. When she doesn't see her enemy, the glow from her sword fades away. The mayor lets out a throaty groan. He rubs at his head, his eyes now looking groggy, like somebody who has just woken up.
What is...
Liana sheathes her blade.
Take it easy. You were under the effects of shadow magic.
Shadow magic!
Shadow magic?
He shakes his head as if to free his thoughts. He must be trying to shake off the lingering. Lingering? Yeah, I think so, right? Effects of the magic.
Is it finally over?
Liana nods. The mayor takes a few more minutes to compose himself. When his eyes seem more focused, he sighs in relief.
You have my thanks.
Suddenly, the door barges open and Zack races him in. Behind him is a wave of guards.
Stop him!
He's with us!
The mayor stands unsteadily on his feet but addresses the guards.
Leave them be. But I said leave them be.
Lingering. Oh, right, linger. Dang it, lingering. They hesitate and shoot confused glances at each other, but ultimately follow the order and lower their weapons.
Took you guys long enough.
Well, sorry. I'm freaking dead, yeah.
What are you doing down there?
Ah! I don't know. I'm just taking a nap, dude. Yep. I'm just taking a nap. I groan as I rotate onto my back. Liana offers me a hand, which I accept.
He took a shadow blast. Aimed for me.
Yep. I'm a badass like that. Zack blinks in surprise, but looks impressed. Oh, wow.
Seems like you ended up being useful after all.
Wow. Thank you. Thanks? Liana checks her manipulator, but it remains still.
The shadow magic is gone.
Yeah, I mean, he shattered his crystal, right? So he shouldn't be able to use it anymore. The mayor seems much more alert.
It was my treasurer, wasn't it?
Yep. Liana nods. He sighs heavily and sits back down in his chair.
When he
Taco
first
the
arrived
meat
at the
shield.
town,
Oh
I
boy,
thought
I'm
he'd be like
Gladio!
all the other
No!
travelers and go on his way.
Wait, I'm Gladio, but instead of being good at fighting, I suck at it. What the heck?
But he said he knew how to make this town even greater than what it is now. He had ideas on how we could become more than just a wayward stop.
Greed, I see.
The first step was to increase taxes to build up our treasury.
He hangs his head in his hands. Who's Gladio?
All I wanted was to help the people
my imaginary
here
friend.
have better lives. But all I've done is cause them suffering.
You weren't in control of yourself.
But it was me who made all the rulings and enforced those tax laws.
Liana shakes her head.
It wasn't you. That man had a tainted sphere, and he was using it to influence you.
The mayor leans back. He looks tired, as if a huge weight was dropped on him.
I don't deserve to continue as mayor of this town.
Jeez, no, you're fine, dude, you're fine. One of the guards steps forward.
That's not true.
I look over at the voice and recognize him as one of the guards formerly controlled by shadow magic. Oh,
I know what it's like when he used that magic. All I could think about was how I could become an honor guard. The thought was overwhelming and I'd do anything to achieve it. I know that wasn't the real you, Mayor.
mayor. Nameless mayor. The other formerly controlled guard steps forward and nods.
Me too. Little Garrett still plays with the toy sword
Garrett!
you gave him for his birthday. Says he's practicing for when he joins the guard too.
Oh, what's your point? The other guards in the room murmur their assent.
There's nobody who can run this town better than you.
Who's the little Garrett? The mayor glances at the hopeful faces of his guard. In this small town, I can believe that he knows each of them by name. Finally, he gives them a weak smile.
I suppose somebody needs to clean up this mess.
He gets back to his feet and turns to us.
I don't know how to thank you for what you've done for us.
Liana smiles warmly.
I'm glad we were able to help.
How about that money that you were accumulating, no? From the treasure, no? Zack and I nod.
You must be exhausted.
Whatever.
Please, feel free to stay at Raven Pass for as long as you like. You are always welcome here.
Alright, one thing though. Where's the mage? I believe the treasurer hired a mage, right? To watch over him. So where's the mage? Is it dead? Is it dead? It's probably dead. No?
Thank you.
Or was there no mage in the first place? The three of us leave the mayor to his business and head out of the mansion. Alright, we did it. Yo, also, what would have happened if I would have chose to attack the guards? Huh. Once outside, I glance up at the darkening sky. Liana mirrors my movements.
We should rest up for the night.
Agreed.
I
I
nod.
saw the inn back towards the shops.
Zack leads the way. After turning down a side street, we see the lighted sign for the Hog's Head Inn. Hog's Head Inn? Hog's Head Inn? Whatever. I stifle a yawn as we head inside. Zack and I sit down at the table while Liana speaks with the innkeeper. Awkward. You'd be recognized as an intruder even faster, probably. I guess so. She returns with 2 room keys, looking a bit shocked. Wordlessly, she passes one to Zack. What's going on?
The innkeeper refused to let us pay for the rooms or food. Said it was by order of the mayor, and one he would happily oblige.
Oh, well, cool. We could live the rest of our lives here, right? That was really nice of him. She nods. The silence falls over us, but this one feels natural, not a bit uncomfortable. After a few minutes, the staff brings out 3 steaming bowls and plates, places one in front of each of us. Once the bowl hits the table, Zack digs in with gusto and practically inhales his food. Liana and I share a look before we grab our spoons. Ah, stew again. She nods.
It's hearty and filling.
Rabbit again?
Actually, this time it's venison.
It's what? What's venison? I take a bite. Better than rabbit, yeah! No, what is even better? Liana grins.
I like venison more.
I try not to wince every time I use my spoon. The fire has eased out of my body, but my shoulder still throbs from when I landed on the ground. Liana glances at me, then gets up and walks back to the innkeeper. She returns with a compress in her hand. Dang it, she noticed. Venison is meat, basically? Oh, okay, gotcha. She offers it to me with a smile.
This should help with the pain.
I hold it against my shoulder and smile appreciatively as the pain slowly melts into a dull ache. Wait! What would have happened if, I would have frozen up next to Liana? Would she have gotten hit and then I would have had to fight? Huh. And this scene would have never happened. Huh.
Thanks for helping me back there.
Yeah, this would have never happened. Okay. I smile. Anytime. I continue digging into my meal. So what exactly makes shadow magic bad?
It's far more dangerous than any other elemental magic. And it's incredibly unstable and volatile. The most serious thought of shadow magic
Jesus.
is how it's
Why?
able to amplify the shadowy thoughts of someone's mind.
So the treasurer was manipulating what the mayor was already feeling? She nods.
He might have wanted to help the town by looking to expand, but there's also a bit of selfishness on his part for wanting to do that too. Either greed for more money coming in and more luxurious goods, or wanting more fame and recognition.
Everyone has thoughts like that. It's just a matter of keeping those thoughts in check.
Liana nods.
Shadow magic, unfortunately, lets those desires loose in a destructive way.
Is there any way to block against it?
Unless you are a mage. Not really.
Liana picks at her food.
Most people can't control the magic well, and it's very easy for it to backfire and cause more harm to the caster than the intended target.
That treasurer seemed to be handling it well. She looks even more worried.
I know, which is even more troubling considering the fact that shadow magic is outlawed in Havengard.
Wait, Havengard is... Okay, yeah, okay. The kingdom, right? Zack pushes his now empty bowl away from him.
I think he's part of Void.
Yeah, what is that? Liana's frown deepens.
I think so too. I noticed the branding on his forearm.
What's Void?
They're practitioners of shadow magic. They first rose to power during the struggle of the Three Kingdoms, before the Treaty of Azaria.
Oh, yeah, the Treaty of
They wanted to
Azaria.
grow their power in the outreach of shadow magic, and a lot of innocent people were killed in the process. At the height of their power, they grew so powerful and were so destructive that the Three Kingdoms had to set aside their differences and band together.
That's when the treaty was formed. Part of the agreement was to outlaw shadow magic.
I see. Are you really telling me it took 3 kingdoms to take down one cult?
Shadow magic is a lot more powerful than any other elemental magic, which is why there are people who still want to practice it. It's impossible to stabilize the magic, so it's deemed too dangerous to be used.
Zack nods. I see. Kind of. No wonder both Liana and Zack seemed so grim when they first noticed the shadow magic. I stifle another yawn.
Is everyone done eating?
Zack and I both nod.
Then I suggest we head to bed.
I second that motion. I'm exhausted.
I know.
Wow, come on, man. She grins and I can feel a rush of warmth to my face. I guess she saw my yawn. Zack leads the way upstairs, clutching one of the keys. We stop in front of 2 adjoining doors.
Well, good night then.
Good night. Zack nods. Anna turns the key and lets herself into the room. Wait. Then gently closes the door behind her. How many keys do we have? Wait. Stifle? Stifle. Right? Stifle? Zack also turns the key and lets himself into the second room. As I'm about to follow him in, the door slams shut. Very funny. I turn the handle, but it's locked. What the hell? Zack, let me in. He ignores me, so I pound on the door. Come on, let me in! He doesn't answer, but a couple of people poke their heads out of the rooms to glare at me. Oh boy. Oh no! Freaking Zack! What do I do? If I'm more quiet, he won't answer more. If I try again, the freaking whole inn is gonna be mad at me. But if I try Liana's room, she's gonna think bad stuff about me. Oh man. I guess I'll try her room. Maybe Zack and Jerk, main character, just took shadow magic full force. Be kinder. Yeah, what the flip? I mean, maybe she can help me, you know? Maybe I can ask her for help. And she's gonna knock and then Zack's gonna answer. Please? This is ridiculous. I knock on Liana's door. Liana? She opens the door a crack, then pulls it open all the way when she recognizes me. Her brows are creased with worry.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, Zack's being mean. Zack locked me out of the room. She blinks.
Really? Is that it?
What do you mean, is that it? What am I supposed to do? And I need to get in there?
Alright, then get in there.
It's locked. How? She
I'm
smirks.
sure you'll figure it out.
What?
Good night.
No! She closes the door. That didn't go as expected. Alright, well... well, I see I have great friends. Alright. Sorry. I gently knock on the door. Liana, I have to... Haha, very funny. You can open the door now, please. No answer. I continue hammering repeatedly on the door. I can keep this up all night. Suddenly, the door swings open and I walk in. Really, Zack? Really? Zack and Liana? What the flip? He did what I could have done to the Pango last night. Like, what the flip? The first thing I notice are the 2 twin beds. Zack lounges on one and fixes his stony gaze on me. What the hell was that? Why didn't you let me in?
No space.
No space? There are 2 beds! Zack wordlessly walks over to the other bed and pulls back the blankets. Tucked inside the bed are both of his dischargers. Zach, you son of a... Not cool, man. Not cool. Yep. I go to remove the weapons.
What are you doing?
Oh. This is my bed.
But then where will they sleep?
Sleep with them! I just look at him. Finally, he sighs and collects his discharges. I think Zach is actually an idiot. What the flip was that? I lie back on the bed, and as soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm asleep. What was that? Zach, what was that? Are you for real? Holy moly. Okay. I am rudely awoken by boisterous yells. As I blink my eyes open, I see Pongo planted on Zach's face. What is going on? Zach leaps off the bed, continuing his scolding, and the Pongo scurries under the pillow. I think you scared him.
Get out of there!
He snatches the pillow to reveal the Pongo contentedly blobbing over his discharges. Oh. The Pongo's eyes are slitted shut and he wears a silly grin.
Don't even think about it!
Zach scoops up his discharges and forcefully gives them a shake. The Pongo's eyes snap open as he wobbles in the air, clinging for dear life. Zach doesn't cease his shaking, and somehow the Pongo seems to be hanging on. I can't tell if Zach is a jerk, if he's low-key entertained by you struggling, or if he's stupid. Yeah, I think he's stupid. His small body jiggles up and down until he finally bounces to the floor. He glares daggers at Zach, who is too busy inspecting his discharges to notice. There's a sharp knock on the door. Barely comprehending what's going on, I shuffle to the door and open it a crack.
I heard yelling. Is everything oh?
She cuts off mid-sentence and her eyes grow wide. I look behind me and see Zach dangling his discharges high in the air while the Pongo leaps up to reach it.
These aren't for you to absorb!
I'll just wait for you guys downstairs.
Yeah. Before I can answer, she turns around and walks away. I can't blame her for that. I close the door and start getting dressed. A long while later, I emerge from the room with the Pongo sitting on my head. Zach has his discharges back in their holsters and shoulders his pack. We head downstairs and meet Liana, who is waiting at one of the tables.
Is everyone ready?
Yup.
Yeah. As long as that thing doesn't come near my dischargers again.
Poi.
Poi poi. The Pongo sticks out his tongue. It has a tongue? Oh, I guess so. Noah speaks before the two of them can start again.
All right, then let's hit the road.
We're leaving this town already? But we just saved it. We were like heroes. With one final nod, she leads the way out of the inn and back into town. The rest of the journey towards Illumia is peaceful yet uneventful. The Pongo snoozes on my head for most of the way there. The Pongo's so cute, I know, right? Liana frequently sneaks a peek at him and smiles to herself. Zach keeps to himself and continues to be in the lead for fewest lines spoken. By midday, I can see the stone buildings of Illumia. We make it through the city gates without incident. Whoa, okay, hello. Is that the Magic Academy thing? Unlike the quaint houses of Meadowhill Village, Illumia is built taller and grander. There's more noise as people fill the streets. Zach stares down a side street.
This is me.
The side street is you, Zach? I crane my neck and peer into an alcove.
It's a shortcut to the inn.
Liana nods.
Safe travels. Hopefully our paths will cross again.
Wait, yeah, Zach, you're leaving?
Good luck at the Mage Academy.
Huh. He heads into the alley. Do you think we'll see him again? She shrugs.
Mercenaries have a way of just popping up.
All
Let's
right.
keep moving. The Mage Academy is straight ahead, closer to the center of town.
He was a dick to me, but, you know, I enjoyed his company, I guess. She points to a looming tower with a high steeple. As we get closer, I see that the tower is attached to a castle. Whoa, you studied here?
Yep.
It definitely looks prestigious. She notices my wonder.
What's your academy like?
What is a liberal arts? Wait, let me check it out. Oh, I see. So it's like literature, philosophy, mathematics, and social and physical sciences. All right, let's just go for it. Yeah, he didn't let you in for like hours. I shrug. The usual. There are a lot of students all studying different majors, but we all have required core courses which we have to complete before branching into our majors. Liana
That
nods.
sounds similar to the Mage Academy. Everyone here must learn magic and casting, but after that, we are able to choose a discipline.
So you chose to be a knight? Yeah, like becoming a mage knight?
Yeah, that's right.
Gotcha. We begin making our way down the grand streets of Illumia. Once we arrive at the academy, Leona pushes right through the wrought iron gates and leads me across the expensive quad. Students pass by in flocks, chatting animatedly. Each of them wears nearly identical long clothes, differing only in color. So we're basically at Hogwarts, right? Poi papoi. Leona glances excitedly at the girl wearing a white cloak. Do you know her?
No, but we're in the same house.
Yep, this is Hogwarts. What does that mean?
You can tell by her cloak. White means she's learning wind magic.
Oh. I pay more attention to the specific colors. There's white, red, blue, and green. So yeah, gotcha. Expansive? Expansive is different from expensive? Expansive? Expensive. Expansive. Like this? Huh. I bet I can guess which color represents what. Wind is white, Leona nods. Red is fire, blue is water, and green is earth. She grins.
You got it.
Yeah! Or, you know, blue is Ravenclaw, green is Slytherin, and red is Gryffindor, but who knows. We walk past an enclosed field. A young man sporting a green cloak holds a book in one hand and with his other hand aims his manipulators straight ahead of him. Dang it, it's Kid. Slytherin Kid. His mouth is pressed in concentration, beads of sweat line his forehead. After a few tense minutes, the earth rumbles beneath him and dirt spikes shoot out of the ground. That was awesome!
Come on!
No, I want to learn that. Nana pulls on my arm, reverting my attention back to the task at hand. We enter the east wing of the castle and into an open foyer, right? There are only a scattering of students wandering around these halls. And most are accompanied by an adult wearing long black robes. I assume they must be the professors. Liana scans each professor he passes, looking for someone specific. Fire for the win, you can burn everything to the ground. You think so? I'd go earth for the win because earth is way more defensive, but yeah, I don't know. She leads me up a winding staircase, then grins when she spots an older man with graying hair. His robes are pleated with white stripes and he carries a staff in one hand.
Professor Orin.
He turns at the sound of his name and matches Liana's grin.
Liana, one of my best and brightest. What a pleasant surprise.
She smiles bashfully at the compliment.
It's great to see you again.
What brings you to the academy?
Actually, I'm here on official business. I'm sure you've heard of the random concentrations of magical energy by now.
He nods.
Well, I found someone who was directly impacted.
She gestures to me. I shift awkwardly as his gaze falls on me. Although he looks intently at me, I can sense his curiosity.
What exactly do you mean by impacted?
I'm a little brain damaged.
I was investigating a report of unusual magic energy in Meadowhill, and it turns out the concentrated energy originated from him.
Professor Orn raises a skeptical eyebrow.
That level of energy would tear a human apart from the inside. Are you sure you weren't mistaken?
I mean, can't you use your pulsing thing?
My manipulator read the energy level. Maybe we can use the Academy's equipment to scan him again.
Yes, let's do that.
So I'm a rat lab now, huh? He motions for us to follow him, then turns down the hallway. We arrive at a spacious room. There's a large device on one end of the room, which is separated by a wall of glass. The device has two panels on the side, which stretch up about 8 feet off the ground. On the other side of the room are a handful of students and professors. They consistently focus their manipulators in what I assume to be magical tests and every so often jot down notes. A couple of pangos openly roam about the room, mostly ignored by the people. If one wanders a little too close to Crystal, a student chases it away, otherwise they leave each other be. Most people say lab rat instead of rat lab. Oh, really? Lab rat? Yeah, you're right, yeah. I'm a lab rat. I thought you said pongos weren't really welcomed in society. Liana looks fondly around the room, a reminiscent smile on her face.
They aren't, but mages tend to like them. Pongos absorb residue energy on the mage from casting, which is surprisingly nice. Kind of feels like a gentle massage.
Oh, huh. Interesting. Either works, I guess, but one is grammarly correct. I see. Professor Orin gives her a soft nudge. She nods and turns to me.
We're gonna take another scan of you now.
You're talking about that huge thing behind the glass, right?
Yeah. It looks intimidating, but it functions the same way as my manipulator.
Alright. One of the students leads me to the device and has me stand between the two panels. There's a crystal mounted on top of each panel. As he closes the glass door behind him, the quiet mumbling of voices is muted into silence. A beam of soft light emits between the crystals and slowly descends towards my head, passing through my torso and disappearing at my feet. Once the light is gone, the same student lets me back into the room. The Triforce is on the ground? Oh yeah, it is. Right here and here. But it's green. Yeah. But there's also this one, right? Oh no, this one is in a triangle. Yeah, never mind. So yeah, this one. Professor Orn looks grave while Liana's mouth is pressed into a firm frown.
This can't be right. Maybe we should scan him again.
Liana, the levels that you reported would have killed this young man.
Even so, how is it possible that this scan shows he has 0 magical energy?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm a pleb again. She holds out her manipulator, just as when we'd first met. A pale light glows. Like our initial meeting, as she holds her manipulator closer to me, the light remains unchanged. Liana's face falls. Professor Orn puts a comforting hand on her shoulder.
Had he just cast it? Perhaps it was magical residue which you had read. As you know, that tends to slowly leave the body after each magic use.
Wait, what if it's the shadow blast that I took? She shakes her head.
It was too high a reading to just be residue.
Yeah. The last time Liana used her scanner thing on me, like, that little glowy light was pulsing like crazy, like it was almost flat-lined and it was beeping so much. Professor Orn seems intrigued. I guess the magic was more like a residue from the portal?
Then perhaps
Maybe.
it was a faulty reading from your manipulator.
Perhaps.
I can hear the skepticism in her voice. It seemed to be working fine before. Liana shakes her head as if asking me not to continue.
I should get back to my students, but I hope I get to see you again.
Professor Orn gives Liana's shoulder one last comforting squeeze before he leaves. While our discussions had been taking place, I noticed the pongos would watch me with interest. A green one starts to gravitate towards us. Maybe it's interested in Liana's magic? But then why does it look like it's heading towards me?
Boy?
I look down and see my wobbly blue friend at my feet. Hey, you're back! Wait, he was gone? He bounces on the ground and fixes me with his wide smile. Oh, right, when we enter his city, he leaves, but yeah. Suddenly, he stops and stares at the green pongo, who blinks back at him. He hops towards it and grins.
Poi.
My pongo's eyes widen.
Poi.
Well, this is a very interesting conversation. The green Pongo grins and hops away, and my Pongo follows it. I have no idea what just happened, but why do I feel all warm and fuzzy inside? As the Pongos run off, a professor in a wheelchair rolls towards us. Although he's lost all his hair, he doesn't seem as old as some of the others.
Leanna.
Whoa, he has a picture. She doesn't bother containing her surprise.
Professor Xavier!
That's a X-Men reference, isn't it? The Professor. What am I thinking? Yep. Yep. Okay. He smiles at Leanna.
It's always nice to see a familiar face.
In a wheelchair and is bald yet. Wait, what is going to happen to you now? Now that you don't have any magic? I mean, good question. I think the goal is to figure out a way to get back home, but... Then he turns his attention to me. It's nice to meet you, sir.
You as well.
Professor, is there something I can help you with?
Leanna, how high was your original energy reading?
Oh.
In the thousands.
He creases his brow and ponders quietly.
Tell me, are you familiar with the theory of temporal rifts?
Oh boy, here we go. Leanna and I both shake our heads.
In the most basic sense, a temporal rift occurs when the fabric of the universe is torn. In the midst of this tear, there is a moment where the parallel worlds overlap.
Leanna and I glance sharply at each other. Would it be possible to cross between these worlds?
It may be in theory, but it'd be very difficult. After all, that type of travel between worlds would require an immense amount of energy, an amount that no human would be able to manipulate and survive. That's why most elders have dismissed this as nonsense. But listening to all that's been said today, it coincides quite closely with this theory.
But you can't get back home without magic, and since you don't have magic, you can't get home, and no one expects this professor believes you. Pongo is what you're about to say, for sure. For the first time since we arrived at the school, I begin to feel a glimmer of hope. What more can you share about this theory?
Well, not much, I'm afraid. As I said, most consider it to be either nonsense or too inconsequential to waste their time on. Although there is one man who spent his life developing and researching this theory. He used to be an instructor of this academy.
Okay.
Is he still in Illumia?
Unfortunately, he left many years ago in search of Ember Mist.
Leanna purses her lips.
The hidden city.
He nods. If it's hidden, I'm guessing it'll be hard to find. Before he can respond, a student with two long pigtails strides over.
Please allow me to accompany you on your
Whoa! Hello, Amelia Estelle. Professor Xavier replies sternly.
Absolutely not.
quest. Could you elaborate on your disapproval? This is an excellent opportunity to further my research and education.
This is not a Mage Academy-sponsored expedition, so there won't be mages around to protect you. It's a dangerous journey, especially given the fact that no one knows the location of Ember Mist.
So like the El Dorado of this world? Wait, what? The girl stays silent, and I can practically see the cogs in her head spinning as she contemplates his words. Finally, she nods.
Understood.
As soon as she finishes speaking, she turns on her heel and walks away. Wait, what? No, she's gonna come back for sure. She has a character, so... character model. What just happened?
Pay her no mind. That's just how she is.
Who is she?
That's Amelia Estelle, the university's prodigy. She's only a teenager, but already a mage caster, which means she can manipulate two different elements at the same time.
She was wearing a red robe, right? So she must use fire. I don't know what else though. I flash her a grateful smile for automatically explaining what a mage caster is. I'm guessing mage casters are usually a little older than a teen. Leanna grins.
Just a little. Most mage casters are in their 40s.
Ah, I see. Ever misses the El Dorado of the world? Oh yeah, the hidden city. My eye widened. She must really be something special then.
Anyway, thank you for all of your help, Professor.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to be more helpful, but I wish you the best of luck on your journey.
No, thank you. To saying goodbye, his wheelchair moves on its own and pushes him out of the room. That is not a little... yeah. Whoa, did Jay's wheelchair just move by itself?
Not quite. He's using wind magic to push it along.
Wind magic. The more I see magic in use, the more I wish I could use it.
What did you think of everything the professor said?
I mean, it sounds pretty accurate. Yep, sounds exactly what happened to me. We should find this Ember Mist City and talk to the professor there. Wait, we?
Unfortunately, no one knows how to get there. Let's stop by the inn. Since it's a hub for travelers from all over, there's bound to be someone who knows something.
That sounds like our best course of action. Once agreed, Liana leads the way out of the academy. Which she's still gonna help me? What's in it for her though? Follow her through the twisting roads of Illumia. When asked why we were taking so many turns, she said she wanted to avoid the marketplace, which would be so crowded with people we wouldn't be able to walk through. Soon we reached the inn. The place is a lot larger than any other inn we've stayed at so far. Along with the smoothly crafted dining tables, there's a fireplace along the far wall with labeled jars on the mantle. The place is fairly busy for this time of the day, and only a couple of tables are open. Per usual, Liana speaks with the innkeeper. I see him point towards a couple by the fireplace. When she returns, she drops a key in my hand. She is literally paying for everything. I need to figure out a way of how to make money.
Here's the key to your room. I figured we're going to be spending the night here.
I nod as I pocket my key.
The innkeeper doesn't know how to get to Ember Mist, but he says that couple comes from the far desert. They might know.
That couple? Maybe we should split up. We can cover more ground that way.
Good idea. I'll go talk to that couple first.
Okay. As Liana walks off, I survey the room. Reminds me of Druchan though. Druchan was only 22 when he became a special class investigator, which is really rare. Only one other person has done the same at such a young age. Normally people reach special class in their 30s, 50s. I see, well that's pretty close. I mean, the cute girl though. No, sis, the loner in the corner is probably not going to want to talk to me, so how about the group of adventurers? I approached a table of misfits. These guys look like they're well traveled. There's a tall, bulky man wearing fur boots and a loincloth and very little else. Ooh. His muscles ripple as he takes a swig from his tankard. Beside him is a short and stout bearded man. Gold is entwined in his braided beard and a scar runs from his bald head down to his cheek. The last member of the party is a lithe, blonde, elegant man. A bow is slung on his back with his glossy hair spills around it. Hey there. The blonde man grins while the other two peer at me.
Well, aren't you a tall, refreshing drink of water?
I immediately feel uncomfortable, but travelers may make fun of you. We'll see.
Randall, but you can call me Randy.
I feel so uncomfortable. He winks. Yep, Wallen. Hi, I'm Taco, the legend. I hope I'm not intruding. I just had a quick question.
Not at all. Ask away.
Do any of you know how to get to the city of Ember Mist? Randall
You
laughs.
still believe in those fairy tales? Ember Mist is just a myth.
I think it's a real place. Oh, back away slowly. No, I got this. The bald man
The
frowns.
city's underground.
This time the hulking barbarian cracks a smile.
You believe in it too? Of course not. But if it did exist, it would be underground. Otherwise, why hasn't anyone been able to find it?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Says the person too dumb to wear clothes.
I'm
Ooh.
wearing clothes!
Ooh.
Your underwear doesn't count.
The two continue to bicker as Randall tries to suit them both. I slowly back away. That wasn't very helpful. Alright, I guess I'll ask the loner. The loner types usually travel the world, don't they? I approached a man sitting alone in the far corner of the inn. His head is down as he nurses a tankard. Once I get close, I recognize him. Zach? Oh, frickin' Zach. Ah, no! Take me back. I want the cute girl. No! His head shoots up and he stares at me with those familiar stoic eyes.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah. You, finish whatever it is you came here to do?
Yep.
Cool. He's still just all as talkative as ever.
You finish up at the academy?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Mages usually are.
Zach, yeah, Zach's here. One of them told me about the city of Embermist. Zach snorts.
Sending you on a wild goose chase, huh?
I guess that means you don't know where it is either.
Nope.
Well, it was worth a shot. Alright, well, it was good seeing you. He nods. Looks like I'm not having much luck. I wonder how the else knows doing. What about the cute girl? The cute girl! No! Rip. Judging from her pouch, she had about as much success as I did. We'll make our way back to the bar. So I'm just gonna ignore Zach? Yeah. See ya, Zach.
Greetings.
Later. Oh, is that the cute girl? So maybe white and red, so wind and fire, maybe? That was a very sharp freaking nod. Amelia waits for us by the bar, and I'm starting to see her presence. Lana looks just as shocked.
What are you doing here?
I've come to accompany you on your journey.
But,
Professor Xavier made it very clear that you were to stay at the academy.
His logic is rational, but my presence and assistance is far more beneficial for you than it is for me to remain at the academy.
what assistance?
I am aware of the location of Embermist.
Nani?
How is that possible?
How I know is irrelevant.
Alright, if you know, then tell us where it is.
I will gladly impart this knowledge into you should you accept me as a travel companion.
She is messing with us. She's scamming us, for sure. She's sneaking out, yep, pretty
But
much.
the academy won't let you go.
She shrugs.
If I cannot go, then I suppose neither can you.
Oh, come on! Liana bites her lips. Her lip. Wow, could you bite your both lips? I guess so, okay. She's probably from Embermist. Ooh, that'd be cool. Liana bites her lip. I can tell she's torn. I mean, we have to let her join us. We should let her join.
We shouldn't go against a direct order from the Mage Academy.
What other choice do we have? She frowns. Nobody at this inn knows the location. I doubt we'll find anyone else who can tell us just how to get there. Are you really willing to give up this lead? Liana runs her hand through her hair as she thinks. She steals glances at Amelia, who watches us with hawk eyes. I wouldn't be surprised she is quite odd after all, yeah, she is. Finally, Liana's expression softens and she nods.
Fine. You can come with us, but only on the condition that you let us bring extra protection.
Zach! Zach!
That is a logical conclusion. I am not opposed to it.
All right. I'll see if I can find some mages last minute.
Zach!
No,
Huh? Both Liana and I stare at Amelia,
mages will alert the academy of our proposal.
and then they will let us go.
Correct.
I suppose that makes sense.
Zach! She taps a finger to her chin.
I guess the only other option is to hire a mercenary.
Zach! I grin. I have just the person in mind. I lead the two of them to where Zach is sitting.
Hey, Zach.
He looks up from his tankard. If he's surprised, he doesn't show it.
I didn't expect to see you so soon.
We were feeling a little bit of separation anxiety. To my surprise, Zach cracks a smile.
I'm actually here to do business.
Zach, are you gonna help us in our hunt? Yep. Zach cocks his head slightly.
You have my attention.
We need protection for our newest companion.
She nods towards Amelia, who merely stares at Zach. He gives her a once-over.
Isn't she a mage?
Yes, but a student.
That is not an accurate description. I am,
Liana glares at her.
A student.
while not untrue, I have fulfilled the necessary curriculum to be considered.
Amelia!
Whoa, okay. Leona is clearly exacerbated. Amelia cocks her head to the side and studies Leona curiously. Anyway, what we're trying to ask is, are you for hire and will you accept this job? Zack pauses and takes a long swig from his drink. He looks from me to Leona to Amelia, then pauses again. Finally, he nods.
All right.
Yes!
Really? That's great. We're headed to Ember Mist.
Haha, yep. Zack raises an eyebrow at me.
You found someone who knows the way.
Yep. I point to Amelia.
Interesting.
Alright, now that we have our team, what do we do now?
There's no point in beginning our journey when the sun is almost gone.
I call it she's slowly from Ember Mist. Yeah, maybe. That's true.
I should return to the academy before my disappearance is observed.
Good idea. We can reconvene here tomorrow morning.
The three of us leave Zack alone and Amelia heads out of the inn. Just as she leaves, a group of young adults burst in. They laugh loudly and their cheeks are flushed as if from dancing or running. A circlet of flowers on each of their heads. Leona gasps.
Oh, the festival!
The festival?
Yeah, it's a celebration
Yeah.
of the spring equinox. Do you want to go check it out?
I mean, sure. Sounds fun, yep. Leona
It
grins.
is. It's one of my favorite festivals.
We exit the inn. Although the moon has traded places in the sky with the sun, the streets are still bustling with people. Leona and I follow the crowd until we reach town square. Colored strings of crystal lights hang from large cherry trees lining the perimeter of the square. The lights spill soft rainbows on the smiling faces of the townsfolk. The heavenly aroma of spices and grilled meat entices me towards the festivities. A simple stand is set up on one side of the square where musicians play a jaunty tune. They tap their feet in time to the beat as dancers whirl around the center of the square. As we pass through the square, giggling girls offers circlets of flowers. Nana happily accepts hers and lets the girl place it on her head.
It's so beautiful. Everything looks so different.
Her eyes sparkle and she taps her feet to the rhythm of the music as she watches the pairs of dancers jumping and twirling. I still don't like this visual novel as much, but Zack keeps it entertaining and your stupidity makes me feel smart. Plus, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it. Zack, but don't forget Pongo. Pongo is the true main character. For the first time since we met, Leona's face holds no trace of caution. My eyes are drawn to her as her smile lights up her entire face. She turns towards me and I quickly look away. I hope she didn't catch me staring.
Would you like to dance?
Oh boy, I'm my bad b-boy skills? Okay, oh yeah, I'm not freaking yet. Sure. That's an automatic. Pongo's adorable, yeah. Sure, but I've never danced like that before.
How do you normally dance?
I don't? Her eyes glitter as she waits expectantly. I mean, not this one, even though it's pretty funny, but... I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with this one. I can't do it when you put me on the spot like that yet. Do it elegantly. Flip that.
Aw, okay. I'll let you off the hook this time.
Yes, alright.
Let me show you how we do it here.
Oh boy. She takes my hands in hers and pulls me to a more secluded area on the dance floor. Elegance for the freaking win.
For this song, we're gonna raise our right hands up like this so they touch.
She bends her elbows and holds up her arm to eye level. Wait. Okay. Then she moves my arm so it matches hers. Oh, okay, so it's... Okay. Gotcha. I can feel the warmth of her fingers as they brush my own.
Our hands will stay here, and then we use our right foot to step to the right. Then left foot back. And we'll shift our weight front and back in a ball change.
Okay. Yeah, it's a ball dance, yeah. I can ball dance? I can't dance at all. So yeah. As she speaks, she demonstrates the
Then we do
steps.
the same thing on the left. Left foot left, right foot back, and ball change. Then we step to the right and spin from behind. Come on, try it with me.
Alright, we get into position. Liana counts off.
5, 6, 7, 8.
First, I step. A mini game for this? Oh boy, are you serious? I'm really okay. Jeez, man. Alright. Alright. About dancing. Yeah, I'm rolling dice is about dancing. Let's see this. Oh, okay, yes, I made it. Alright. Dance well, yes. Matching Liana, I step with my right foot.
That's it.
Then I step with my left foot to the back and do a ball change. Next we do the same thing on the left side. Then we step with our right foot and spin. Minigame again? Oh my god. How many times do I have to roll? Oh no! Okay. Here we go again. I have done 3 in a row. So chances are no, I was doing so well. I was doing so well. I step with my right foot, but spin in the wrong direction and bump into Liana. Sorry, she giggles.
It's okay. It's a little confusing. I'll show you again. We step to the right and spin to the back.
We try one more time with Liana's lead. I get it right.
Wow, you're a natural.
Whoa.
Are you sure you've never done this before?
Yes. Her warm grin is infectious, and I find myself grinning just as broadly. It's because I had such a great teacher, yes. Oh boy. Her cheeks flush, and as she's about to reply, our gazes meet. Lana's breath catches in her throat, and she seems to forget what she's about to say. For a second, I forget about the crowds of people around us. All I can see is her. Then someone jostles us? Jostles us? And we quickly look away. What just happened here? I catch her glancing at me and she smiles shyly.
So, do you think you're ready to join the rest of the dancers?
Oh. Oh. I thought we were already with the other dance. Are you saying we... So we were dancing like this in the middle of nowhere? Like, without... Okay. I'm game if you are. I hold out my hand, and she accepts it with that same coy smile. Then I lead her out to the dance floor. Alright. Alright. We dance late into the night until our feet ache and our throats grow hoarse from laughing. The party is still going strong as Liana and I return to the inn and head into our separate rooms. I haven't had that much fun in ages. As I fall into my bed, I enter dreamland with an immense smile on my face. Okay. First little glimpse of romance. The next morning, we regroup downstairs at the inn as planned.
Is everyone now prepared to begin our journey?
We nod.
Then let us depart.
She leads the way out of the inn and back into the quiet city. Remnants of last night's festival litter the ground in a series of petals and general debris. Should have gotten Zach to dance. I would have laughed at that. Yeah, that would have been pretty funny. The cleanup detail is hard at work. They wear thick gloves as they half-heartedly remove the decorations and debris. I wonder how long they've been working on this. The festivities continue even after I threw in my hat and went to bed. Lana and I share a glance and she smiles. We follow Amelia through the twists and turns of the city. Where exactly are we going now?
To the Crystal Rail Station.
Okay, Crystal Rail sounds like it might be a train. Liana speaks up before I even ask.
Where are we taking the crystal rail to?
Bazada.
Basada. She looks up in surprise.
Ember Mist is in Bazada?
They say you can find anything there.
She shoots Zach with a look, which he returns with his usual stony gaze. What's so surprising about Posada?
It's just closer than I expected.
No, Ember Mist is not within Bazada, but Bazada is the closest station to the location of Ember Mist.
Nana still seems skeptical, but doesn't push it. I guess we'll find out whether or not Amelia is right. We continue the rest of the way in silence. After a few minutes, we arrive at the station. The setup is a simpler version of our train stations back home. The ticket booth is right across from the entrance. While they sort out retrieving tickets, I look around. Vendors selling food and trinkets line the perimeter of the enclosed space. The building is mostly empty at this time of the morning.
We must hurry if we wish to catch the next crystal rail. It is nearing the platform.
Once we get our tickets, we rush down a back hallway, which opens up to the platform. Amelia's outfit is pretty, to be honest. Let me pay attention. Arriving onto the platform is a sleek bullet train, porcelain white with the windows dotting the sides. My jaw drops as I watch it hover over the tracks. Yeah, it's magic, right? A pair of long crystal rows run along the bottom of the train with identical crystal rows lining the track. This is so cool. Wait. I shouldn't make that big of a deal, though. Yeah. I cross my arms. Obviously, the crystals below have to do with keeping the train up, but otherwise I bet it's just like a normal train. Liana glances back at me and fails to hide her giggles. Her giggle. What is it?
Nothing. It's just, you two are making the same face right now.
Us two? I glance over at Zach, who looks back at me. Yeah, we both have our arms crossed and an unimpressed look on our faces. Zach nods at me, which I return. He gets it.
Hi.
The Pongo eyes the crystals on the train. His mouth opens in anticipation. Liana notices and snatches him up.
Hi.
He wriggles at first, but after she gives him a few pats on the head, he calms down and grins at her. We're about to board the train when the attendant stops us.
Sorry, Pongas are not allowed due to equipment which are sensitive to energy absorption.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Lana looks sadly at the blue guy in her arms.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I think this is where we say goodbye.
What? He blinks back at her in confusion, a worried smile on his face.
Poi?
Poi? Liana's lip trembles.
I'm sorry.
She gives him a final hug and sets him down on the ground. Then with glassy eyes full of tears, she rushes into the train. The Pongo blinks.
Poi?
Uh-oh. Mia cocks her head to the side and looks at it. The Pongo mimics her.
Poi?
I have not known you long, but I will be saddened to see you go.
What? No! She nods and then hops into the train? Zach looks at the Pongo and instinctively his hand protects his
Try
gun.
not to eat anyone else's weapon.
Poi?
The Pongo blinks at Zach's retreating form. What? No! 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 What? Are you serious? We're leaving the Pongo? Smuggle the Pongo in. I know, right? What? But a third choice? Hello? No! Pick up the Pongo. Ah. No, Pongo. I don't know what to say. He blinks and grins.
Poi?
I didn't expect this to be so difficult. He cocks his head to the side and tries again.
Poi?
I'm sorry, little buddy, but this is as far as we can go together.
Poi?
He tries to hop up onto my shoulder as he's done so many times in the past, but I don't let him. I'm sorry, but you have to stay here.
Poi?
I quickly turn away and head onto the train. While other people board the train, I join the rest of my group. Liana tries to control her sniffles while Amelia looks down at her feet. Zach acts as casual as always, but the nod he gives me feels lackluster. We're all feeling the loss of the Pongo. He was my first friend when I came to this world. I'll miss you, adorable little Pongo. Yeah, me too, Pongo. Our adventure was so good. After we've had a moment to compose ourselves, we search for our train cabin. We pass through a few cars before we finally find our cabin towards the end of the train. Amelia slides open the door, then shuts it immediately.
Impossible.
What's going on? She opens the door again, and we all appear inside. Inside the cozy cabin are plush seats, a rack above the seats to hold any luggage, and a rectangular table in the center. There's also a Pongo bouncing happily on the seat! Yes!
Boy, boy!
Pongo!
Pongo!
Nana squeals excitedly and scoops him back up into a big hug. We all file into the cabin after her and shut the door before anyone notices the Pongo. How did he make it? When Nana notices our stare, she clears her throat and sets him back down.
But how did you get in here?
Exactly! How'd you get in here? Seriously, weren't you just outside a second ago? How'd you get in here and find our cabin before we did?
Impossible.
Impossible. I think the Pongo broke Camellia. Zack, as unfazed as always, plops down into one of the seats and leans back.
Some things just can't be explained.
What? With how often the Pongo seems to disappear and reappear unexpectedly, you'd think we'd be used to it by now. I take a seat as well, and the Pongo hops into my lap. Liana pouts as the Pongo moves away from her. Hog it, yep! Amelia seems to have recomposed herself and also takes a seat. Not much later, I feel the jerk of the train departing and hear the calming hum of the engine. Both Liana and Amelia stare out the window. Zack has his head down and his arms crossed. I think he may be asleep, but it's hard to tell. Remembering how I found him at the campsite, I can only assume this guy can literally sleep anywhere. My eyes feel droopy too, and I fall asleep. And then I wake up back in the real world. I really went all out last night and did not get enough sleep. Thought anyone would mind if I just caught up on a few of those hours I lost. When I awaken, everyone else is awake too and looking more bored than ever. Only the Pongo snoozes at my lap. Ooh, it's so pretty. How long was I asleep for? Liana glances at me.
Just a few hours.
Are we almost there?
No. We will not arrive before tomorrow.
Are you serious? We're sleeping? Okay. Tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeesh, what am I going to do with all this spare time? I automatically reach into my pocket to pull out my phone, forgetting for a second that it doesn't work. Shoot. But then my hand closes in on something equally good. I pull out my deck of cards and lay them out on the table. Yes! It's time to duel! Liana cranes her neck to see better.
What do you have there?
My cards. I cut the deck and shuffle them. Want to play something? There's enough people that we can play cheat. What's cheat?
How do you play that?
Yeah. It's easy. Each round you will put a card from your hand face down in the center of the table and say what card that it is. Like this. I put one down as an example. One king. Then everyone else at the table can decide whether or not I'm telling the truth. If you think I'm lying, you call out cheater, and I'll have to reveal the card. If I was lying, then I take all the cards in the pile. If I was telling the truth, then whoever accused me takes all the cards in the pile, and the next person starts a new round. You win by having no cards in your hand.
Sounds like fun. I'll play.
Wait. Does no one use bathrooms? What are those? What are bathrooms? Bathrooms are unknown to me. But how do you lose? Wait, so why would you lie? Amelia looks thoughtful.
Although I have not partaken in this game before, this sounds like it would be a stimulating challenge.
I glance at Zack. You in? He shakes his head.
I'll pass.
Alright, if you say so, Liana frowns.
Why not?
Frowns.
I know that mercenaries love card games, and it's not like there's much else to do while we wait.
Isn't that stereotyping though?
It's just not my type of game.
Or? As a mercenary, I think I know what can spark his interest. What if we play for money? Zack sits up and looks at me.
I thought you didn't have money.
Oh, I do have money. I fish in my pockets and drop the loose change I have on the table. It's just not usable here. Amelia leans in close and peers at the money. Even Liana takes an interested glance.
I fail to recognize this type of currency.
Well, I'm not exactly from Azaria. Amelia stares intently at me again. After a long pause, she looks back at the
I
coins.
see.
I point out the different types of change I have. Make sure you get the pennies. They're the most valuable. Yep. Wait, me? What me?
Are these not made from copper?
Yes.
And the nickel would be made from nickel.
Also yes.
Then suffice it is to say, should not the nickel be more valuable than the penny?
Uh-oh, she got me. Damn, she got me. Zach leans back into his
If
seat.
it's not money I can use, then I'm not interested.
Zach,
Oh.
I will pay you for his coins.
Huh? Zach sits back up.
Go on.
For any coin of his you receive, I will trade you one of our coins.
Wait, how about me? Can I trade? Can I get some money?
Amelia, you really don't have to do that.
I know.
Yana looks uneasily between Zach and Amelia.
All right. Deal.
As Zach settles in, I deal out the cards. Zach frowns when he looks at his hand.
These cards are strange.
Like I said, I'm not from Azaria. I give a brief rundown of the suite and face cards. When I look up from my hand, I see Amelia staring at me. This is getting a little uncomfortable. Let's start the bet. We all throw our coins on the table. I'll go first. I drop a card face down on the table. 110. Alright, we have Zach. Yep, we did. Silence. No one reacts. Okay, Liana, it's her go.
Okay.
She slides a card onto the table, her face completely blank.
1, 2.
What? Well, no, there's no reason to call her. There is no reason to call her, because there's only 2 cards. Pass. But she's telling the truth, nobody else calls her out either. Amelia's go. Her face even more stoic than Liana's. Amelia places a card onto the table.
One queen.
I have to call someone out. So I talk about I'm not helping you. I feel like Zach's gonna debate me. I'm just gonna pass. I don't think she's cheating. Again, neither does anyone else. Maybe they aren't quite understanding how to play, although I guess it is just the first round. Finally, it's Zach's go. In usual Zach fashion, he stoically slips the card down.
2 8s.
Huh? Wait, but 2?
Cheater.
Whoa, she was fast. Without breaking from his poker face, he flips over the card to reveal different cards than 8s. Silently, he collects the pile. We count how many cards each person has in their hands, and whoever has the lowest number so far collects the first round of bets. Then we throw in our next round of bets. Sometimes I'm not helping you as lie, it'd be way too easy for me. I didn't even get to call anything. I mean, stay with truth. I don't know why I would cheat. Better stick with the truth. Show and tell. Yeah. Hey, maybe I should mess with them a little. I purposely let it slip on my face that I might be lying. 2 3s. Liana calls me out. Yes! I flip over my cards to reveal 2 3s.
You tricked me.
Hey, yeah. Because it's fun? Yeah, I guess so. I grin as she grabs the cards. Liana looks slightly worried at her hand, then smooths her face.
2 aces.
What? As she called me, I'm gonna call her too. I saw that moment of worry. She's definitely cheating. Cheater! Then I proudly flips over 2 aces. No! Use my own strategy against me, I see.
It was too good to resist.
Dang it! I can't believe I fell for it. Amelia puts down her cards.
2 sevens.
I feel like calling her. Taco, you're bad at this? I know. Oh, wait, I'm about to call her. I'm about to call her. Cheater! No! I sigh as I collect the pile. Without delay, Zach lays down his cards.
2 fives.
Before anyone else has a chance to react, Amelia calls out.
Cheater.
Zach grumbles under his breath as he collects the pile.
Why did you bother bluffing when you were the one starting a new pile?
That's the best time to bluff. Nobody expects you to.
Dang it!
Well, Amelia expected it.
I guess so. Zach looked sideways
Because
at
she's
Amelia.
some kind of mind-reading witch.
Amelia looks smug at Zach's disgruntledness. Disgruntledness? Yeah. The bet for this round goes to the winner, and we start a new pot. Back to me again. There's no reason. Cheat. Time to trick everyone! Act nervous, yeah! I have a terrible poker face and push to keep my face still, which only draws more attention to me as I slip 2 cards onto the table. All 3 voices ring out at once. No!
Cheater!
Cheater!
No! I thought maybe I could mind flip them. Aw, man. I sigh and flip over my cards to reveal 2 of hearts. Smug, she can show emotion, yeah. Taco, you suck. Ah, man, I thought if I would look nervous, then they'd be like, oh, he's doing the same trick he did earlier. But, yeah, it didn't work. Nana lays down her cards, looking confident.
1 king?
Cheater!
Nope.
No! She flips over the card to Billy King. Shoot! I should have seen that coming. I collect the card. Amelia wears the same stony face and slips down a card.
1 jack.
Nope, Taco always do a poker face, always. She's doing a poker face right now! What am I supposed to do? Wait, it doesn't make sense to call her though, right? Because there's only 1 card, so yeah, I'll pass. Again, I can't get a read on her, so I fall back on keeping quiet. Whoa, okay. Zach plays his card.
1 6.
Again, Amelia's faster than anyone
Cheater.
else. Zach draws in frustration.
How do you know every single time?
How do you lie every single time? Amelia just stares at him with her same blank stare, which frustrates Zach even more.
This is the dumbest game ever.
No, this is... Oh boy, okay. He throws his cards down on the table and knocks over the coins before crossing his arms. Nana jumps away from the table as Zach hits it, her eyes wide. I'm a little taken aback and jolt back, which wakes the Pongo. Only Amelia remains unfazed.
Poi.
So, should we keep playing?
Of course.
Okay, yeah, sure. Alright, Zach picks his cards back up. Liana and I glance at each other and burst out laughing. Alright, yeah, Jesus, I thought he was freaking flipping, but all good. He's just being Zach. At first, Amelia looks at us in bewilderment, but our laughter is so contagious that she breaks a smile.
Are we playing or what?
Zach is a sore loser, confirmed. Yep. Resume the game with smiles all around. The longer we played, the more into the game everyone became. Needless to say, Amelia correctly guessed Zach's cheats every single time, much to Zach's ever-growing frustration. In the end, I won the game with the first to run out of the cards. Did I really? Huh. When we were tired of cheat, I taught them a couple of other games. It was late into the night when we all decided to turn it in and go to sleep. That's fun. That was really fun. Like, I want to play more. I want to play more. The sun shines brightly through the window and splashes on my face, forcing me awake. Liana and Amelia are both already awake, but Zack still has his head down as if he's still asleep. I look outside and squint at the sky. What time is it?
It's already past noon. We slept through the entire morning.
We did? Liana giggles at my alarm.
Normally that would be a bad thing, but in this case it's okay. We're almost at Bazara.
Only you would have fun over card game you can't even see, Taco. I know, but I absolutely loved it. It was so fun. Just like trying to guess who was lying. I don't even know who if Amelia was lying, you know? Or Liana, if they would have ever lied. What about the first try they went? Ah, man. Normally that'd be a bad thing with this video. I nod. Ah, that was really fun. I want to play this again. Sag gradually wakes up and we all make sure we have all of our things. After another hour or two, the train stops and announces our arrival to Bazada. The sun hangs high in the sky as one by one we step off the train. As soon as I set foot in the city, I'm assaulted by the sound of voices. Makeshift stalls line the sides of the roads and alleys as people pack the streets. Traders entice onlookers to view their wares and customers haggle in heated shouting matches. Are we going to have to travel through that? I blanch at the thought of getting trapped amidst the sea of people like sardines in a can.
We have arrived in Basada.
Yeah. This is where we'll find Ember Mist?
No, as I said, it is the closest city to Ember Mist.
Yeah. Considering the bustle of this place, I find it a little hard to believe that the hidden city is so close. No wonder Liana seems so surprised. Amelia seems to read my thoughts.
Of course, close is a relative term. We must first traverse some rough terrain and pass through the forest before we find Ember Mist.
She points towards the south where I can make out the tips of treetops, and then she glances up at the sky.
Considering only a few hours remain before nightfall, it may be in our best interest to spend the evening here in the city and depart in the morning.
Liana nods.
Good thinking. This marketplace is so huge. People say you can literally buy your heart's desires here.
Is there something you're thinking of buying?
Nothing in particular, but I would like to check out the stalls. Traders from all over the world gather here to sell their wares.
I see. Glance down at my feet and watch a Pongo wiggle excitedly. He casts hungry looks into the crowd. Okay. Is there a lot of magic here? I haven't seen this guy so excited since he first tried to eat me. Rip. Amelia bends down and scrutinizes him. She pokes him with a finger and the Pongo giggles.
Boy, boy!
Jiggles? No, giggles. Yeah. Ooh, boy. Yeah, giggles.
I'm going to the inn. I'll meet up with you later.
Okay. Before any of us can react, Zack slips into the crowd. Should we go after him? Amelia doesn't even blink at Zack's departure. She's too preoccupied with the Pongo. Liana shakes her head.
No, but since Zack left, I'm going to go too. Should we meet back up at the inn?
Huh? What? I thought I should come with you. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh. She nods and heads into the crowd. Alright. Where is the inn? Amelia, you stay with me. Since everyone else seems to know what they want to do, what do I want to do? I get to choose? Wait, but you have no idea where to go. Yeah. So, I have to choose one character, I guess. I would go check on Zack, because, you know, Zack is pretty entertaining, but I feel like he might be a little boring in the end. You know how he doesn't talk a lot when there's not a lot of people, or when I'm alone with him, so don't know about that. Be alone, that sounds lame. Amelia or Liana? I feel like Liana just left me. So it'd be like, hey, can I go with you? But Amelia seems kind of boring. Yeah, I'll go with Liana. Alright. I head in the same direction I think Liana's gone and duck into the crowd, trying not to bump into too many people as I explore the marketplace. I've never seen a place this crowded before. It doesn't feel like I'm walking so much as being pushed by everyone. Despite all the people, I'm fascinated by the market stalls. Merchants sell all different types of merchandise, ranging from clay pottery to magic amulets. As I'm being pulled through the crowd, I see a glimpse of blonde hair and white armor. That must be Leona. Oh, yeah, if I say that, it's not Leona. I wade through the crowd and see Leona frozen in place. Oh, hey, Leona? She blinks at me.
Hey!
How's the marketplace so far?
Really interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff I haven't seen before.
She seems distracted.
Do you smell that?
I breathe in deeply. Silent but deadly. Smells fruity and sweet. Overwhelmingly sweet smell wafts by on the breeze. There's really no way I couldn't.
I think it's coming from that stall over there. Come on!
She darts back into the crowd and I quickly follow until we stop at a stall filled with delicate glass bottles. Is this perfume?
Yes, welcome,
Oh boy, that voice. Jeez. The tan man in silken robes ushers us closer to the stall. He selects a glass bottle filled with a pale pink liquid and offers it to Leona.
A noble scent to match such a noble woman.
Damn. Leona blushes and delicately sniffs the bottle. Her eyes widen in recognition.
Is that extract of spirit orchid?
Whoa. The man grins broadly and clasps his hands together. Clasps? Maybe claps?
Yes, yes. Very rare. From the far celestial mountains.
I never expected to find this perfume here.
It's a scam. What is it? Then offers me a bottle and I take a tentative whiff. It smells fruity, like a cross between an apple and a pear. A pear. Pear? Pear? Pear. I think a pear, right? This is a flower? She nods.
The spirit orchid. It only grows in the deep forest of the celestial mountain range.
Can we eat it? Why is it called the spirit orchid?
The roots are a very pale white. And when it grows, it almost looks like it's floating midair, like a spirit.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. That's kind of neat, yeah. She nods absent-mindedly and continues to hold the bottle. Do you want to get it? Yana quickly shakes her head.
Oh, sorry. It just reminds me of home.
Of home? Backstory? Poggers? Wait, is she gonna die? Uh-oh.
My grandmother used to wear this perfume whenever she left the house.
Backstory?
When I was
No!
little, that meant taking
She's
me down
dead.
to the market.
She's dead. It's over. She smiles fondly at the memory, but her eyes hold a hint of sadness.
I loved wandering the shops and stalls. It didn't matter if I had nothing to buy. It was a chance to leave the house and be like everyone else.
Sounds like you didn't get to go out much, yeah.
It was complicated.
Huh. She doesn't offer up any more information and returns the bottle to a blank spot on the shelf. Although she's been very helpful in helping me understand this world, Leona doesn't talk about her past much. I glance at her again. She looks pensively at the bottle, a small crease in her brow. Suddenly, a new scent cuts through the floor of perfumes. It smells of cinnamon and spice. Cookies! Hey, Leona, do you smell that? She jolts out of her thoughts and blinks.
Smell what?
I think it's coming from this stall over there. I grin, and just as she did before, I dart back into the street.
Hey, wait!
We weave through the people before stopping in front of a stall filled with an assortment of baked goods. I breathe in the heavenly sweetness of sugar and sigh contentedly. Lana closes her eyes and
It
inhales.
smells so delicious!
I browse the air of cookies and tiny cakes. Liana gasps.
They have cinnamon parfaits. I love those.
Oh, you guys can see this, huh? Yeah. Wait, let me do... Wait. Okay, there we go.
They're cinnamon and vanilla
Oh, what are
custard
those?
layers with apricots. What do you think looks good?
I don't like sweets. I freaking ran there, but yeah, I don't like sweets. I mean, yeah, I'll try them. Actually, that cinnamon parfait you mentioned sounds really good.
They are. And they're not super sweet either, which is why I like them.
I fish in my pocket for my winnings from yesterday. Today's treats are on me. I have money! I have money! I did not realize that. Liana looks amused.
Are you sure you want to use your life savings?
Oh, come on. I chuckle. Don't worry, you've been very generous towards me ever since Meadowhill. This is the least I can do to repay you. I know it's not much, but please consider this as a token of my appreciation. Liana smiles bashfully.
Thank you.
I grin, then pay for a cinnamon parfait for Liana and a dessert for myself. A cinnamon parfait for me too. Cheers! I hold up my dessert and take a bite. As the sweetness melts on my tongue, I let out a contented sigh. This is even better than I imagined! Liana giggles and lets out an equally happy sigh as she bites into her cinnamon parfait. Yeah, token of appreciation for the money you won from her. Yep, you're right. You're right. But I mean, like, I had the choice of using her money for her or not, but yeah.
This is why I love markets.
I nod in agreement as we return to the street. One of the guards in the marketplace notices Anna's Mage Guild emblem and pulls her over to talk.
Sorry, I need to take this.
Since this looks like official business, I better leave them be. We can catch up later then? She smiles. Okay. Alright, let's see what Amelia is up to. I decide to seek out Amelia. I stand by awkwardly while Amelia mutters to herself. She seems to be in the middle of something and doesn't notice my presence.
Male, adolescent, of the cerulean variant.
Cerulean? Wait, isn't that a Pokemon thing? Pokemon? Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon. She holds out her bracelet. The Pongo blinks at it, then looks back at her. Amelia cocks her head to the side as she observes him. Amelia's attention is still on him. The Pongo scoots closer to the bracelet and looks at her again.
Go on.
He cautiously sniffs at the bracelet, then sticks a tongue out to lick the air. Afterwards, he grins widely at Amelia.
Interesting. Normally, a cerulean Pongo will leave out even the slightest trace of magical residue.
Amelia doesn't have a chance to finish as the Pongo springs into her arms. Huh? She fumbles the catch and pulls the Pongo close to her chest to stabilize him.
What do you think you're...
Her voice trails off as she looks down at the still smiling Pongo. Aww! Amelia blinks as the caution melts away from her face. The corners of her mouth curl up in a smile and she squeezes the Pongo into cuddle. She's having emotions! She's having emotions! The Pongo wheezes as he's squished against her chest. Should I be watching this? I'm like really careful about this join in thing, so I'm gonna go with this. Aw, you do like him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Amelia gasps and drops her arms, letting the Pongo tumble to the ground.
I was merely conducting analysis.
The Pongo is cute. Yep. We have to keep him with us, always. The Pongo hops back into her arms and snuggles against her. Amelia's cheeks tinge pink. She clears her throat.
Regardless, I am going to the apothecary.
To the what? Apothecary? It's the herb sting, right? Can't we just heal with magic?
Yes. There are mages who specialize in healing magic, but they use earth magic which neither Leanna nor I possess.
Earth is healing magic, okay.
As such, you will need to purchase healing items to treat a wound.
Makes sense to me. Would you like me to go with you?
No. It will be faster if I go alone.
Aww. Before I even have a chance to react, she turns on her heels and walks away. As she goes, the Pongo pops his face over her shoulder and gazes longingly at me. Longingly? A single tear rolls down his cheek. Pongo! I reach out for him as the distance between us grows. Wait a minute, why is he making that face? He could literally leave at any time and just come back to me. Come back! He turns around and disappears from my view. That sneaky little Pongo! What? Pongo! He played with my feelings! No! No, he's switching masters, Rip. Check on Zack. Zack went straight to the inn in Illumia too. What's going on at all these inns? I'd like to know too. I rush into the street and look for any sign of the inn. Luckily, I managed to spot Zack in the crowd before he disappears back into the sea of people. Shoving my way down the street, I finally locate the inn just in time to see Zack. Basically, your dead weight and would slow her down? Yeah, basically, that's what she said. Rip. And took Pongo. He stands in front of a large notice board filled with pinned papers. Were you taking jobs? As I get closer, I can make out some of the flyers, which include a portrait of a scowling face and a large monetary number. Oh, that's his face! Is Zack checking out wanted posters? Maybe he's looking for a specific bounty. I'm about to call out with him when a young blonde wearing a skin-tight suit of armor flounces over to him. Oh boy. Twirling a lock of hair between her fingers, she seems to study the board. Every so often, she shoots a pointed glance over to Zack, hoping to catch his eyes, but his attention never wavers from the board. Finally, she speaks. Zack is getting hit on!
Do you have a bounty on your heart?
For the first time since her arrival, Zack looks at her. She grins devilishly.
Because I'm looking to collect.
He refocuses on the board and she frowns. Oh! Shut down! For a second attempt, she bumps up her ample chest and touches his arm as she speaks in a sickly sweet voice.
So, are you a bounty hunter?
Zack shrugs her arm off of him.
No.
Then you must be a mercenary.
Oh boy. He doesn't answer. She seems to take that as a sign of encouragement, and her sultry smile returns. She leans in close to him and runs her fingers up his arm. Oh boy. I'm cringing.
I've got a mission that I could use some help with. Are you for hire?
Oh. Again, Zack brushes her hands off of him and steps away from her.
No.
She seems a little taken aback, but quickly recovers and slides closer to him.
Are you sure there isn't something I could offer to change your mind?
No.
She sighs behind before plastering that same smile and lets out a small laugh.
Geez, you're kind of dense. I was hoping to spend some intimate time with you. So, what do you say?
No!
No thanks. But if I'm ever in need of your services, then I'll go find you at the brothel.
Oh! Damn! Zack! Zack! My man! You can't do this to her! The woman's eyes grow wide like saucers. With a sharp huff, she tries to slap Zack, who sidesteps out of the way. Shots freaking fired! She lets out another huff before storming off. What? This guy... Oh man, I'm so curious about what happens if I pick this, but oh man. Oh. I hustle out of her way as she stomps towards the exit. Whoa, she did not look happy. Well, that was weird. I go stand beside Zack. What was that about? He shrugs.
Who cares?
I take a look at the wanted posters on the board. Most of these faces look like the generic weathered and scarred bandits, I imagine. Scarred? Hello? Huh. Is that what you had to take care of in Illumia? Zack fixes his expressionless eyes on me. When we first reached Illumia, the first thing you did was find an inn. And then when we came here, you did the exact same thing. He relaxes slightly and nods.
Just staying up to date on the news.
Sounds like the life of a mercenary is pretty interesting.
Something like that.
Excuse me, are you a mercenary?
Are you for real? As one, Zack and I turn to face another scantily dressed woman. This one has fiery red hair and has a mischievous glint in her eye. Zack narrows his eyes.
Yes.
Are you sure you're not a rogue? Because you've just stolen my heart.
Run, Zack! Run! Zack sighs and face palms. I have a bad feeling about this. Zack ends up shaking her off and searches for the innkeeper to buy a drink. I am ready for a little bit of me time. Alright. Poor Zack. But who was that voice actress though? That voice actress was really familiar. Wait, can I play the things? If I... Oh yeah, I can.
you sure you're not a rogue? Because you've just stolen my heart.
Who is this? It feels so familiar, but
Are you sure you're not a rogue? Because you've just stolen my heart.
yeah, I don't know. Run away from the slots, yep. I head into the crowds and appreciate all the marketplace has to offer. After exploring the city, I meet up with the rest of the group back at the inn. Tensions are high as we eat in silence. I think everyone is a mixture of wariness and anxiety for the next leg of our journey. Even the Pongo is strangely silent and obedient. Once we finish eating, we head upstairs to find our rooms. Upon finding her room, Liana suddenly perks up.
Oh, Amelia, you and I will be sharing a room tonight.
Amelia speaks dismissively.
Naturally, that would be more appropriate than the alternative.
She pauses, then looks at Liana with
Are
interest.
you insinuating that you would rather share a bedroom with them?
What? Amelia points to Zack and me.
What? No! Of course not!
Oh, my mistake. Of course you could not have met both of them. There aren't nearly enough beds.
What? What?
You must have meant him.
What? Amelia points to me, yep. Liana's face turns pink and she shakes her head.
Amelia! That's not true!
If that is false, then why is your face red?
The point is, I'd obviously rather share a room with you.
Yeah, how are you getting this from this? She said, "Oh, Amelia, you and I will be sharing a room tonight." Yeah. So, but Amelia blinks.
If that is the case, then why even bring it up?
It's for.
Because I'm excited. It'll be nice to have some girl time.
Amelia studies Liana, then
I
nods.
concur. Sharing a room has proven to strengthen bonds amidst peers and foster camaraderie.
I feel like tomorrow morning Liana is gonna want to murder her.
You mean make friends?
Precisely.
Liana grins and Amelia smiles back.
Oi?
Oh, I guess not. We all glance down at the Pongo by our feet. Is it my imagination, or is he trying to ask us which room is he going to sleep in tonight? Amelia snatches him up in her arms.
The Pongo needs to spend the night with us tonight.
What?
We need him for science.
No! 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 The Pongo sleeps with me. As Amelia steps in their bedroom, Liana nods rapidly. What?
Yes, for science.
Then follows Amelia into the room and slams the door shut. Has arrived. Hi, Blade. What's up? My Pongo was just stolen from me. There's a moment of silence as Zack and I stare at the closed door.
Is it just me, or did that seem unusually suspicious to you?
Use this! Is the Pongo that special? Yeah, I'm just gonna... Definitely suspicious, but I'm not even sure why. Still baffled by what happened, Zack and I entered our room to get ready for bed. Although the train was more comfortable than I expected, it cannot compare to a real bed. As I snuggle into the blankets, I soon drift into a restful slumber. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop here. So, I was thinking about it, right? And what I'm gonna do every Friday night is I'm gonna play this from 8:30 to 12. And then from 12 to 1, I'm gonna play Danganronpa. So, Taco, no? No, you'll see soon enough. I mean, I could keep playing this if that is what you want, but Taco Danganronpa, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yelling already, yep. Alright, I'm guessing I save here, right? Save, yeah, there we go. Oh, autosave, okay, gotcha. Okay, I guess that's it, right? Yeah. Title. To the main menu, yes. I forgot for a second. Danganronpa, yeah. I like oranges. Zach is savage. Yeah, yeah. Like you said, I'm so glad he didn't freaking lock me out of out of our room again. Jeez. What are they gonna do with the Pongo though? My Pongo. They stole it from me. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna take a small break for like 5 minutes, fill up my water bottle, go to the restroom, and then I'll be back with Danganronpa. So be right back, guys. Zack from Zack and Cody? No, no. I was playing this. There's a character called Zack in it. He's pretty entertaining. I like him. I mean, so far, I think I like all the characters. Zack from Crystalline, yeah. Like, it's a visual. Oh, it's a dating sim, right? So, I thought it was a little weird for it to only have one option, one dating option, right? But yeah, I like Zack, I like Liana, I like Pongo, and then I like Amelia, sort of. Like, I don't know her that much yet, but she seems pretty funny, so... Like, funny in her own way. She probably doesn't know she's funny, but yeah. What's Crystal? The game on stream? Yeah. Alright, anyways, I'll be back. I'm gonna leave you guys with this, this screen that I found beautiful. But yeah, I'll be back.